This is a reaction video. It will be used for educational and entertainment purposes only. Once again, this is covered by fair use.
Oh, well, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrence Crawford next.
You're gonna make that happen?
Huh?
You're gonna make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm gonna get these straps and I'm gonna go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you, man. Now, strap season, y'all know what time it is, baby. Terrence, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
All right.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the ball. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool full of sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he code switch focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibe, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a peace, man. I ain't got no time for a piece, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up.
If I let my dogs off the leash, they you might want to get out of dodge while they eat me. Honestly, they can smell the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind after eating.
I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a beast. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. Put my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode. I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibe. I'm the kingpin.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, man. Oh, man, what's good, people? What is good? Man, I just came back off the road. I know I'm always coming back off the road, but your boy be out here. Man, the press conference started. I was about maybe 30 miles away before I got in, and I was just like, holy shit. I was hoping to, what I'm saying, do it while it was on, what I'm saying, and go live. But yeah, man, I was still trying to come in and unpack and everything like that. So, man. Now, this press conference, of course, we knew it wasn't going to be, saying something that was over the top. Let me holler at my people first before we get all into this here. What's going on? What's happening on BH? What's going on? Flossy Sports TV in the building. What's going on? J Watch 4. B-Dog, what's happening? SBG Boxing, what's going on? Be That God, what's happening, bro? Modine in the building. Let's see, Andre Smith, Smooth, Shot 4, what's happening? Ron Works TV, what's happening, bro? And salute to False Start. What's going on, Georgia Peach? Denise in the building. What's going on, Queen? And let's see, Stylist, the Artisan. And what's going on, Romlin? Emily Jones. Salute to you, bro. Let me see, Light Skin Business in the building. What's going on? Man down. What's going on? AJ64. What's happening, bro? What's going on, Bernard Gilbert? What's happening, bro? Let's see, Herney, Lonnie, what's going on, bro? And Go Flow, what's happening? Judah, what's happening, bro? Salute to you. Armstrong Fanatic, what's going on, my man, my main man? What's happening? Stylist, what's going on? I already hollered him. What's going on, Willie? What's going on? All right, Lamar Cooper, what's in the building? What's going on, Lamar? Panel's open for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know I do an open panel over him. Don Jenkins, the Gotcha Gamer, what's going on? Philly Bull 91. So, man, what's going on, Ronaldo Mitchell? What's happening, bro? So, man, oh man. So we knew that these guys are not great orators or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So we knew, but it's just interesting because we know how Errol speak. We know how Crawford. They're kind of like introverts. To really, just give it a name. The introverts, and it's weird for to see guys who are not that outspoken. You know what I'm saying? I think Bud is more outspoken than Errol Spence Jr. And I don't know if it's just that Errol has to warm up first or something, because I have seen him, you know what I'm saying, his personality, you know what I'm saying, when he's like really comfortable around folks. And they say that Bud is like that too, but look like Bud was like more, you know what I'm saying, looked like he would, had more crap to say. Well, he used to kind of trash talking or whatever like that. But I mean, EJ, he didn't look like he was nervous. It's just that he don't like really go back and forth, you know what I'm saying, in his professional setting. Now, I believe if he was behind the scene, he'd get real mad niggerish on you. You know what I'm saying? If he was behind the scenes, but when he's trying to do his professional persona, he always looked bored. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever notice him when he's doing interviews, it's like he don't like to do interviews. I've noticed that. It seemed like, I don't know, maybe it's just his personality versus mine and what I see in him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm putting what, you know what I'm saying, my own, you know what I'm saying, personality on it, because he just always seemed like he's bored. He always seemed like I mean, like any interview he does, that's close. And maybe it's just because he's cutting weight. I hear that fighters, you know what I'm saying, they get real irritable, especially if Spence, man. He, the last time he had to cut weight, man, he was just like with Sean Porter, and he was just goddamn, man. It's like, dude, take a chill pill, get a hug. You know what I'm saying? But Terry seemed like he was in a pretty good mood, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, wow. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to see him go back and forth, the anticipation of what these guys was, you know what I'm saying, how they were going to trash talk each other. And it looked like it was just a little bit scripted. You know what I'm saying? It didn't seem natural. You know what I'm saying? Because, when they were in Omaha after the Maurice Hooker fight, now that seemed natural. That seemed like two dudes, you know what I'm saying, two fighters really trying to get into each other's psyche. You know what I'm saying? And so they talk better than they were talking on that stage, because we saw them, you know what I'm saying, after that Maurice Hooker fight. Now that's two brothers like really just getting at it, you know what I'm saying? So this was measured. I don't know, Derek James and Bo Mack, it's like they had handcuffs. You almost felt like, you know what I'm saying, they were restraining, you know what I'm saying, they were restraining. They wanted to say, you could tell maybe it's just the first press, the pressure of the first press conference. Even Brian Custard seemed to be a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't his usual smooth self, amping up the fight, instigating the fight, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn, I kind of wanted more, you know what I'm saying? I wanted a little bit more, but then I had to think to myself. I said, this is Errol Spence Jr. and this is Terrence Crawford. These are the worst, You know what I'm saying? That these are the worst damn interviews you could probably ever possibly have. They never try to put nothing on it. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I knew it was gonna be kind of like that, but it got a little. But one thing about it, it did get when they started arguing back and forth. I said, okay, this might be, because one thing about EJ, he starts to blow up when Crawford stopped capping. You know what I'm saying? He told him, he's like, look, you ain't fought nobody, bro. You ain't fought. And it was funny because EJ be listening to the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? He said, you haven't fought nobody. He used the same talking points and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, bro, you know what I'm saying? Kell Brook, they brought up Kell Brook. And you know what I'm saying? The same, and it's always the same dude. You know what I'm saying? It's always the same, the same points with their class. They never choose any other fighters. We go back on here. We go on here back and forth about, what I'm saying, Uga's Green Machine, so we go through the whole resume, basically. But in this one, it's always like, well, I guess it's the fighters that they have in common, but we already know that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We already know that Sean didn't train. I was about to release a video today showing what Sean was talking on his podcast about how the things backfired on him for not listening to his daddy. He trained in his daddy yard. What does that tell you? He went to Area 54 to train for EJ. He went to Area 54 and had about 6 coaches and generals, and you know what I'm saying? He had top secret Pentagon plans, and you know what I'm saying? So how can these people, they always use these talking points, and we know what the deal is. And Crawford was like really trying to get that point across. How did I beat him versus how you beat him? But bro, you beat him after EJ, right? So what I want to do, I was gonna wait for some folks to come up. We're gonna just go over the press conference. Let me see. Let me highlight. Let me get some of the comments in. What's going on, folks? I know, man. This is exciting stuff. I just wish they would have gave us a little bit more, but I guess it's just the first press conference. So SBG boss said, let's go pull Connor. Yes, sir. He said, Modine says, neither one the press conference. Both guys aren't guys to hype a fight. Yeah, I know, man. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like, these are the 2 best welterweights, you know what I'm saying, in the world right now. And their energy, so they just don't have that entertainment value. Neither one of them do. What's good, Ron? What's going on, Ron TV? Let's see. George P. Denise says pool. The Queen says salute. Says pool panel. Chat says looking forward to hearing y'all on this one. And let's see. He says EJ won 60-40. Robert Emily Jones said, what's good, pool and chat? She said, strap season, man down fish. That's what's going on. Okay, so nobody ain't really saying nothing too tough. Let's see. Her and Lonnie says, Canelo is number 1. Pound for pound, he would knock both Terrence and Eric. Man, hey, Canelo is too busy running away from all that competition up there, bro. You should never mention Canelo. You know what I'm saying? He's looking like a real chump right now. Trying to find the easiest fight, trying to go up to fight Badu Jack. And what if Badu Jack whipped Canelo ass up there? You know what I'm saying? He got nowhere to go, man, nowhere to run. It's about time. He done beat up all the bums he can. So, you know what I'm saying? Now he's got to fight somebody good and he don't want to do it. He don't even want to fight Bivol. He don't want to fight Bivol at 68 so he could try to hold on to them belts. He said, yeah, it's on now, man. Yes, sir. So Derek James seemed like he was measured. Bo Mack seemed like he was measured. And I was hoping that they was going to get into it. There was one point in the press conference where James said something during Terrence Crawford. He brought up Tio and as being undisputed. Saying because Terrence Crawford was like no one has ever did undisputed, but whatever he was saying. And I think Derek was kind of like interrupting him and saying Teofimo, and he tried to correct Derek. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing about Crawford, say he liked to come back real fast, saying when it comes to something, come to some of these interactions and stuff. He says, pool breaking wheels. Yes, sir. Yeah. And but he said it so monotone, you know what I'm saying? Derek James, when it came up to his his points. He was like, Errol Spence Jr. I think Brian Custer asked him, why do he think he was going Errol Spence Jr. was going to win? And he was like saying, because Errol Spence Jr. is going to break his wheel, and because of his style and technique, and it was just so kind of monotone, But let's get into some of it, Let's kind of like go into it because I can't remember word for work. I was driving and everything, So I couldn't really get into it like I wanted to. So let's go over it, Once again, this is covered by fair use, and it's for educational and entertainment purposes. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me see. I think I dropped the link in case somebody want to come up and comment on that. Willie, whatever, whoever want to come up and kind of get their 2 cents in on it. So let's get into it. Let's see.
And of course, Mayweather Pacquiao. It will enhance the legacy of both of these two elite champions while crowning the winner again as the sport's pound-for-pound best. This event is brought to you by Premier Boxing Champions. It's being promoted by Man Down Promotions, as well as
Let's start with Bo Mack.
as well.
Let's start with Bo Mack.
Assistant trainer for Terrence Butt Crawford, Mr. Isaul Dieguez. Good to see you. We're coming to the podium now. He is the head trainer for the WBO champion of the world, Mr. Brian Bo Mack McIntyre.
Boy, Bo Mack big as hell, y'all.
Hello, boxing world. How everybody doing? Good, that's good. First of all, I want to thank everybody. Spence, Derek James, Showtime, DTV. I want to spank that side over there. Because obviously, they looking at it like that's all right. That's what we want. Glad they got this fight made. So glad both fighters support the key to the game to show the world that we're the best fighter with. And that just speaks to knowledge and to volumes about each fighter's character. And I will say this. We're going to show who the best fighter in the world is. Like coming. I know Derek is going to train the shit out of me. And this team will do a damn good job over there. I promise you, from the bottom of my heart, we're going to walk away victorious.
All right, goddamn. So what? I mean, he seemed like he was like really reserved. That's usually Bo Mack is usually jovial. He came in like on some serious, like what I'm saying, like on some assassin, like assassin or something. Coming in like he really, like saying he's gonna declare war or something. You know what I'm saying? But he gave respect to Derek James, and I thought that was cool. I was like, for Bo Mack, that was professional. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was next level for Bo Mack because usually he be talking mad shit. This is definitely not his element. You know what I'm saying? You could see seemed like he was kind of like a little uncomfortable. What do you think, False Start?
Man, I think he had a bag of Cheetos in that damn satchel he was carrying, fat ass. No, but hey, look, I just want to say this real quick, and I'm gonna get on up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching it, and EJ looked that boy in his eyes, and he said, "I'm gonna break him mentally and physically." Watch it back. You can see him look over at Terrence, and they was looking at each other. He looked that boy dead in his eyes and told him that that's gonna be something that boy gonna have to deal with on fight night for real, for real. Now I understand what everything Terrence brings to the table. We all understand that he can really get busy. We can understand that. But if I'm looking at what happened in Errol last fight and how he looking, everybody keep bringing up the accident. The accident was 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You keep bringing up the accent, you keep bringing up the eye, you keep bringing up all this
Yeah.
stuff, and what I'm on Twitter right now going at it with this fool. He keep talking about, oh man, all it's gonna take is that one punch in late in the fight. I'm over here trying to tell him this.
Mm-hmm.
They must have not never threw on no gloves before. The first time I ever sparred, the shot that put me down was a gut shot. That was the first shot that ever put me down. I'm like, whoa. Where'd that come from? That was the first time I ever threw on the gloves. You know what that taught me? All right, now we got to go to work, right? Now I'm looking at Terrence Crawford, and I'm looking at the rest of the EJ opponents. And I'm like, hey man, they really can't take these body shots like that. Nobody really can. That's why he keep going to it. And the most important part, I think Derrick James said it in an interview a few months ago. He was like, getting hit in the same spot over and over. Like nobody likes that. So if I keep hitting you right on the hip, right above the hip, if I keep hitting you right there over and over and over again, you're going to start moving, and then you're going to stop moving. That's the most important part. You're going to stop moving. Stop all that skipping around the ring, trying to get against the ropes and all. You ain't going to be able to do none of that. Same thing that happened to Ugas. Ugas tried to get out of the way, but he couldn't. Danny tried to get out of the way, but he couldn't. Mikey tried to get out of the way, he couldn't. The only person that had a chance of beating EJ was who? Was Porter, because he took the fight to him. He took the fight to EJ. I doubt that old boy. That's why he probably was working with Snack to get his wind up or something like that. But he ain't gonna be able to take this punishment, man.
Yeah, man. And but the whole look at Bo Mac mood, man. It's not. I mean, maybe he's trying to set the tone, you know what I'm saying? But like my man said, look like he's gonna cry or some shit. Like Rami Emily Jones said, they saw him because they know EJ is a real one, and they starting to realize the mistake they made. You know what I'm saying? And it just look like, I've never seen Bo Mac like this. You know what I'm saying? So I say, do you think they realize they done messed up, bro? Do you think they realize? Because I'm like, damn.
Ain't no quitting this guy. Ain't no quitting this guy, Paul. He didn't come here for a check. This ain't no Amir Khan. This ain't no I ain't made waiting 3 years type of fight. This dude is on a mission. You understand? So he's not gonna quit in the ring. Terrence gonna have to kill him in the ring for him to. You're gonna have to kill him. That's the only way to get EJ out that ring.
It's like EJ said, this is going to be, and if he's serious talking about this is going to be like them 70s fights, them 80s, like going back to the 80s and the 70s, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be the real deal type situation where they're going in there to make it happen, bro. And if you remember, if you remember that Tommy Hearns and Hagler fight, bro, they wasn't wasting no time. It was a fight that outbroke from round 1 till it ended. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I think it was like 3 rounds or something like that before he got caught. Before Tommy Hearns got caught.
I watched it like 2 days ago, and to your point,
you going in and out false start.
I'm coming out of the mountains. That's why I wanted to go ahead and be quick. I'm coming out of these mountains, man, up here in North Carolina.
Oh hell yeah. Oh yeah, you going? I know that road very well. So
yeah, man.
Jay, yeah, man. So I'm just like looking at him. It's like a funeral. You know what I'm saying? It's like a funeral, man. I'm like, oh man, Bo Mac, what happened, my brother? I mean, did you eat something bad or what's going on, brother? You know what I'm saying? It ain't that bad. It's just the first press conference, bro. I mean, it's like he got some bad news. You know what I'm saying? Like his dog died or something. I'm like, bro, come on.
Hey, it's time to put your money where your mouth at. All that trash. What's his name? What's his name in their camp? My boy Marlo call him Bernice with the Bergen. What's his name?
Oh yeah. Bernie the boxer.
Bernie, yeah. All that trash they be talking. Man, it's time to pay up for all that. It's time to pay up for all that, bro. Yeah.
So now the jig is up. You know what I'm saying? Now they got to pay the piper. What's going on, JB Sports in the building? What's going on, bro?
What's going on there, Full Counter?
Oh man, I am elated, bro. What do you think about Bernie? I mean, not damn, you got me saying Bernie. Bo Mac Well, what you think? I mean, I just thought his mood was all off, man. He was out of character because he loved to talk crap about this fight, but in front of the cameras, what I'm saying, for the whole world to see, he gave. I was I was so surprised he gave Derek James his respect, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Oh, I know Errol's gonna train the shit out of Errol." You know what I'm saying? But I promise you that I'm saying, we gonna win. I just thought that was really measured by him. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know he had it in him. You?
Yeah, me either, man. He was very, very understated at the press conference. Back in about 3 or 4 years ago, he was talking about that Terrence Crawford was gonna tell Errol Spence Jr. a new asshole. He was saying some bogus stuff, some outrageous stuff before, but now he's saying, yeah, Errol, I know he's gonna get trained real hard by his trainer, Derek James, but I promise you, we're gonna win. We're gonna find a way. Just that, come on, now, let's keep the same energy, bro,
Mhm.
man. The same energy,
That's what
man.
I'm talking about. I want that energy. Yeah,
4 years ago,
yeah.
we're gonna have the same energy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm talking about. I'm like,
yeah,
bro,
that,
come
that, that was
on.
that was kind of
Now it
yeah,
could.
he had the same thing earlier.
Now it could be because they working so hard. When you working hard, he's a fat son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying? That he in there, sweating and he getting more exercise because what I'm saying, they working extra hard to prepare for this fight. You know what I'm saying? And they tired. You know what I'm saying? If you look at EJ, he irritable as hell over there, bro. You know what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
shows, and they cutting weight. When you cutting weight, them motherfuckers be, they be really, really, irritated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering if Bernie just feeling the effects of being up there in Las Vegas and working hard. Say because he don't strike me as the trainer that worked that damn hard. You know what I'm saying? But for this fight, I think they're being extra focused, trying to cover everything they can cover, everything that they saw in those films that they think they can exploit of Errol Spence Jr. That he's working really hard overtime. You know what I'm saying, to get this fight, get him prepared, get Bud prepared for this fight. And I think we're seeing the effects of it. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have to come out and do a press conference. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you can see his energy is just low. You know what I'm saying? It's super low.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Hey, Paul, check this out. So I had this kind of this is my line of thinking on this. I give the corner to EJ and them camp. They got the corner, right? They got in the
Hmm.
advantage of the corner, right? And I say that because when I did my research on Derek James 21-7 as a fighter, right? So
Hmm.
all of the mistakes that he made while he was in the ring, all the his missed shortcomings, his miscoming, all that stuff. He teaching EJ all that stuff. Hey man, this is where I fell short. This is where I went wrong. This is what I should have did. Blah blah blah. Now I'm gonna give you an example. I'm a musician. Now back in my younger days, I was making beats for all these young guys in Atlanta and all this kind of stuff. But I didn't market myself the right way. I didn't do it the right
Right.
way. What you think I'm teaching my son?
To
You know
market
what I'm saying?
himself the right
To
way.
market himself the right way, to do everything the right way. Now, the lessons as far as how to make the music and how to make the beat and how to make all that, he gonna get taught all of that too. But how to market himself and how to do all that comes along with the package. So Derrick James teaching EJ everything that he failed at. That's why they got the corner advantage. Now Bomac gonna tell him, "Hey man, you need to catch up. You need to find your rhythm, catch your rhythm." You go, look at the corner, look at the tail of the tape, not the tail of the tape, but look at any of them fights, man. Go in the corner, listen to the corner advice. Listen to the advice he getting versus. All right, let's just say this: deep in the fight, getting to the seventh, eighth round, right? And it's starting to tilt one way or the other. You think DJ ain't gonna have something smart to tell EJ? Something useful? Yes, of course he is, and the best part about it is that Errol listen. He don't go out there get hit in the mouth and then forget what damn Derek told him. He
Hmm.
go out there and
And
start. Go ahead, bro.
no, no, I was gonna say he keep it simple too. That's all I wanted to interject.
Yeah,
He keeps it
no, that's
simple.
it. That's it, and that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? He listen, keep it simple. Hey man, step to the left before you shoot that shot. Step to the right. Hey, you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff, man. That stuff matter. That stuff matter a big time, especially when you have gone through it with a Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, and you've gone through it. And now everybody could talk all the trash they want to about your Danis Ugas, but it was niggas picking Ugas before the fight. Before the fight, it was people picking Ugas. So he's slow feet. He this that. Man, y'all was picking him before that fight.
That's right.
Now
It sure was.
Now after the fight, oh, he's slow foot. He this, he that. Oh, he couldn't put Mikey on. Mikey was a 39-0. I like that number too. Let's go back to that. I like that number. Mikey was 39-0. Now look who else 39-0. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? They were saying how they were saying how Ugas, you know what I'm saying, he stood, mute your mic because it got like little background noise. And they were saying how Ugas was just standing in front of EJ, and they keep saying that Terrence Crawford isn't going to stand in front of EJ like that. He will once he busts them damn hips up. Once he hit them hips, he ain't gonna be moving around the ring like that. And I think that Crawford understands that. So I think he's trying to train and get stronger so he can throw in the pocket with EJ, which is not going to work for him. It's not going to turn out well for him. So let's get to Derek James, you know what I'm saying, see what he talking about. Here we go. Derek James coming up there looking like a damn scholar.
I'm very happy to be here. And this is something that has been coming for a long, long time. A lot of talk, hearing a lot of speculation, people talking. So it's all about right now, about showing and proving. And something I can't wait. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of being asked questions about it. I know everybody on the stage tired of talking about it, tired of being asked questions about it. So it's time to get busy. That's all I care about, getting busy, seeing my guy go out there and doing everything he needs to do. He did what he said he was going to do, get those 3 belts. Now it's time to go get one more. It's all about big fish right now. And I like you guys. But at the same time, hey, listen, we're really co-workers. Only way we can get this thing going, we got to work together. But night of the fight, this really is showtime for real. And we're going to make it happen. Thank you all.
Short and sweet. Now, Derek James, he just, he don't never say too much. You know what I'm saying? Him or EJ. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of got to feel their vibe. You know what I'm saying? And look like these guys, we already know this shit has been building up for years. They ready, man. The coach is ready. Derek James ready. Bo Mac ready. You know what I'm saying? So he just came up there, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we going to go out there and make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn, it's just like, that's it? You know what I'm saying? That's it, but it ain't nothing else to be said. It's already built up. It's already packaged up. You know what I'm saying? For Christmas. We just need to wait for Christmas and open the package. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, wow. Damn, Derek, you know what I'm saying? Like, please give us some more, bro. I mean, I don't know if they're going to have any other press conference, but they probably ain't going to give us no more than this. You know what I'm saying? They're probably not going to give us no more than this. But I thought Derek James, you know what I'm saying? He just went out there and he just pinpointed it. And, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? EJ going to go out there and make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of faith in EJ. That's the perfect dynamic duo. You know what I'm saying? And I just, hey, I mean, I know it's very little that they're giving us, but, man, I'm appreciating it all, bro. I'm just eating it up, bro. What about y'all?
Peace, y'all, man. But what Bo Mac ain't said, now that man Brian Custer asked him what's the key to victory or something. He was asking him some questions about bots. And that man ain't had nothing but emotional answer. Then Derek James had an answer for the both of them. That shit gonna be one side. I like Terrence Crawford, but that shit gonna be one sided as hell, man.
Well, we just, Bo Mac just short and sweet, you know what I'm saying? He said, I promise you we'll win and stuff like this. But, I mean, he had a whole lot to say. Over these years. Now that energy is just totally laid back.
Yeah, and so Fight Hub, that's why I hopped on here, because I seen the picture you had. The Fight Hub had kept the camera on his ass after he finished his statement. And nigga sitting up there looking like a little bitch, like he mad about something, like he's sad about something, like he about to start whining and shit, man. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with this nigga, man?
I know, man. So we just what do you think about his energy, Bowling? What do you think about the energy of the coaches? What do you think about what they saying? What's going on? Where's the energy, bro?
First of all, let me tell you where my energy's at, man. I love seeing that. It's good to see them on the stage together. You know, that
Mm-hmm.
makes it all. Sorry for the background sound. That's why I always mute my mic. But the
So
man, it's good to see both guys up there. It's good to get a first press conference in. I think though,
mm-hmm.
like just judging off of look, it looked like Terrence Crawford was a little bit out of place, like in terms of like it was two different. You saw contrasting styles until like Errol Spence came up there looking like he was trying to get a job,
Man, they
and
had white tape on.
And Terrence Crawford.
What the hell
Terrence
was he
Crawford was
wearing? It looked like
yeah. I mean,
Slim Shady or
I'm
some
not trying to
shit.
criticize his
They had
outfit. I'm
that
just
was a
saying
white
like
tablecloth affair, y'all. Y'all have to look
Well,
at
you
it. Y'all
know,
have Fight Hub video, the Fight Hub angle. They showing they spin around and they actually showing you what them tables. You know, they had a white tablecloth event too. So you know that's what
oh, okay.
that's what's going on at that presser.
yeah, and Crawford and Bomac look like they just came back from the cookout.
Yeah, man.
So
I'm like, what the fuck
you
wrong? At
know,
least EJ already can't dress, but at least he tried. He could.
Oh,
Both of them niggas should have called Sean Porter. Sean,
no,
I don't know.
no,
Y'all like
come
Sean?
on,
Sean Porter
we're
can't
not for the
dress either,
big
but he could
time,
have helped
man.
both of them niggas out though.
I mean, but you know, like I just thought that and Terrence Crawford usually, I mean, we know Terrence Crawford can dress sharply. I've seen that in the past. So I just think like I'm not sure the magnitude of the fight hit them until maybe that press conference. So it'll be interesting
mm-hmm.
to see what he looks like in New York. And I get
Yeah,
a feeling he
right.
might dress it up
I
a
hear what
little.
you saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He gonna
he
come
might dress it
sharp
up a
in the
little
next battle.
more.
Yeah,
And then like
that shit would
and
have
then with
caught me
if
off
you
guard
remember,
too.
yeah, if you remember the Tank and Garcia conference, they did the same thing with the back-to-back days. And what happened is that second day, they kind of listened. I think they listened to what the
They had a
criticisms
dinner for
were,
them
and they
too.
tried to fill in the blanks. And then you
They had
saw
a
the
dinner.
energy. Yeah, the
They
energy
had a
kicked
dinner.
up too.
They had a dinner for Tank them too. It wasn't just a regular press.
You said what? A dinner?
Yeah, because Terrence
I ain't
Crawford
hear.
them, they was having a dinner. It was a dinner event too.
Oh, that part I don't know about. No, I mean, but that's not the part that we see. I mean, we don't see that end of it. I'm just going off
Yeah,
what
Oh,
we
okay.
saw on
right. Yeah,
camera.
Fight Hood just
Yeah.
happened to
Let's
see the
let's
camera
get
right.
Mr. Turn up. Let's get Mr. Turn up in this camp. What's going on, Mr. Turner? What's happening with you? What's going
What
on,
up,
my
big
brother?
dog? Can you hear me?
Yo, yeah, I can hear you. So,
All
what you
right,
think
yeah.
so far? So
So
good. What you think?
to be honest, I'm more in psychology, so I feel like Earl Spence
Okay.
won that mentally, only because like how you said at the beginning, where you said that Terrence Crawford, he seemed a little nervous. No, he didn't seem nervous. He was nervous, and so was Bomac. That's why he wasn't talking into the microphone like he should have been, like
Right.
how the announcer was talking into the microphone. So if you're paying attention to everything, when the announcer is talking into the microphone, okay, that's how I should be talking into the microphone. So everybody around the whole area and everyone can hear him. We couldn't hear you, Bomac. When Terrence Crawford first got up there, we couldn't hear you. When when Earl Spence got up there, what did he do? He went straight to the microphone. He spoke in the microphone, and he said every word convincingly, and he said what he meant. It doesn't even matter if it's true or not. He meant what he said. So he's making it clear, like, this is how I feel, this is what I'm thinking, and it could also be because I've been here before, but it could also be because I truly mean it. But then when you were saying Earl Spence was he had like a monotone, like he was talking
Mm-hmm.
like he has no emotion. That's Earl Spence. Everyone that's grown up around him, everyone that's trained him, everyone that's been around him during boxing, they know that's his personality, so that's how he talks. But you know when he's serious, when he goes to the microphone and he's letting you know, this is what I'm saying, this is what's gonna happen, and this is what I mean. That's the only reason why I got on here, just to prove that point, because I'm driving right now, and I know I don't be on the lives like this, but I'm showing your channel some love. I just wanted to show you
Oh,
some
I
love.
appreciate that. I appreciate it. We got a psychologist, you know what I'm saying? To look
Well,
at
I'm not
look
a
at over
I'm
everything.
not a psychologist. I'm not saying I am, but I focus on it. Like I focus on
Hmm.
people's emotions, the way that they
Body
move,
language.
the way that they talk. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, I got you.
That's what I focus on. And Terrence Crawford, when he first got into there, he seemed emotional. I think when he walked down the red carpet and he started doing the boxing thing, that was trying to get his jitters out, like trying to get his nerves out the way, so that he can feel more comfortable. Earl Spence only did it because, okay, he's gonna do it. Now I'm gonna do it. You think you can do it? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna show you. It's nothing. I've already been here before. That's why he did it for a short period of time, and Earl Spence did it for a long period of time. If you focus on how long they both did it, but
Hmm.
yeah, I like your channel. I'm always listening to the channel, even if I don't be commenting or doing stuff like that. I'm always listening. I'll stay on the panel just to hear what everyone has to say, and then if I have something to say, then I might say something. But you guys
All
are
right.
all way older than me. No offense, y'all all way older than me. No offense. So
That's
I'm
all
gonna
right.
take
We
what y'all
boxing
saying. I'm
fans.
gonna learn.
Man,
I'm just gonna
man,
let
these
y'all
young
know
niggas
what I'm
older
believing.
than me.
Y'all niggas older. I know y'all niggas older than me. Shit. But
Hey
I'm gonna
man,
go
we
on
All
mute.
right.
I'm
we ain't
just
we ain't
gonna
know but
listen.
some truck we ain't know but some truck drivers, man.
You say what?
I said we ain't nothing but some truck drivers, man. We just like boxing, dog.
Hey, truck driving
That,
that makes some good motherfucking
that's
money
that's
though.
all
I
it
ain't even
is.
mad at
Okay,
Got
so
an audio
you.
book
I ain't
coming
even mad.
out full counter about getting
so
into trucking. I don't have an audio book coming out. Somebody came to my studio and recorded an audio book about the business, about y'all business and stuff.
oh yeah, yeah. It's man, you just got to know where that niche. You got to know where the niche is at, man. You can make your
Yeah,
money,
yeah.
man.
So
You
that's
just got to
pretty much what the book was about.
I just found my niche. Shit. I run a tenant business, so right now that's why I'm driving. I'm about to go tint some vehicles right now, so I found my niche. I don't want to work for nobody else if I
Okay.
can't make like big buku
oh,
money. You feel me?
oh, I
But
feel
yeah,
you, man.
I'm
That
gonna
is
sit in the background. I'm gonna go on mute, and then if somebody says something and I have something to say about it, I might say something, I might not. But I just enjoy listening to your channel, bro, and everyone that comes on the panel. I don't know all your names because I don't really be looking at my phone, but I listen to you guys in my ear.
oh, I appreciate that, Mr. Turner. Let me get this super chat in. Let me get this super chat in. Mr. AMG says the video volume is low. Okay, I turned it up when I read it. I turned it up. So let's get back into dog money. Let get dog money in there. Dog money. You been watching?
Yeah, I've been watching, man. Look, EJ came ready to bite, man. He came ready to bite. He waiting on that nigga to say something. He itching for him to say something, man.
Yeah, oh, you think he ready right now? Goddamn, he's ready today.
He ready right, man. You know how it is. You know how somebody been talking shit, or maybe you done seen. Excuse my French. Maybe you saw somebody talk to one of your friends crazy. He be like, yeah, he gonna get around to me sooner or later. I'm just waiting for him to try that stuff with me. He just got that. He waiting to bite down
And
on him,
and
man.
and and you could tell that Crawford was just waiting for this shit to blow up. You know what I'm saying? So he could, you know what I'm saying? He looked like he was on guard. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see how he was kind of in his lap. You know what I'm saying? With his elbow. But let's get more into it. We're gonna go see what's next. I think Crawford went first. Here you go.
Well, let's hear from the fighters. Welterweight champion of the world. He is Terrence Bud Crawford.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all don't look excited. I'm so excited that we're here today and that we're getting this fight done. I'm excited for you, the fans. I actually got a gift for each and every one of y'all. And why? Because I love y'all. Because without y'all, there's no us. Uh, so I'm going to give y'all a gift with the presence of myself and Errol, July 29th, so y'all can witness greatness. There will be greatness July 29th that you guys will witness. And how do we measure greatness? Us, you guys, we measure greatness by errors. You had the Sugar Ray Robinson error, you had the Ali error, the Marvin Hagler, the Tommy Hearns. You even had the Floyd Mayweather, his error. But July 29th, I'm gonna show each and every one of y'all why this error is the Terrence Crawford error. Come fight night, he called himself the big fish, right? But what you do when the fish get took out the water, you suffocate him. Let's go.
This nigga's a corn husker for real.
Okay, so what do you do with the big fish? Goddamn, you suffocate them.
Well, we fry them where I'm from. We don't suffocate them. I don't know what
No,
he's talking about.
He's talking about the shark. When you get the shark out the water, you suffocate it so you can hang it.
So what did y'all think about his delivery? I mean, he came out there, you know, saying y'all don't seem excited. I was like, oh
He was still
shit.
timid though. His voice was still shaky.
He looked like
I don't know. DJ boy shaking his head too, so I don't know.
He looked like a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
He didn't give us much, but I liked it. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, shoot, when he looking that front row on 29th and he see Shaq and he see all them stars out there in that front row,
she gonna scare the shit out of him.
Hey, shit gonna get real shaking in.
So you think he gonna get that? You think he gonna get big fight, stage fright? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't think Crawford had enough? You know what I'm saying? Big fight experience. You know what I'm saying to handle this?
He ain't had that. Bob, that's why Bob talking about he can't say it like that. No folk ain't. You have a couple of people that show up that he cool with or whatever, but now they gonna be that overflow like it is when they fight. Come it, right? Everybody need all the front rows on all four sides of that ring. Terrence Crawford, EJ probably ain't gonna know none of them niggas like them faces they normally see. They gonna see all fucking celebrities, super media.
Hey, when he see EJ wiping the bottom of them boots off, he gonna say that nigga's coming. He's gonna come. Here he comes.
It just seemed like to me, man, when Bud came out there, I saw nervous energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. Yeah.
Yep. Say that's the same energy we saw on the interview with them and Stephen A. Same nervous energy, all that smiling and shit. Okay.
Let's get Floyd in here.
Can't wait to fight night. We get to sticking his tongue
Hold
out
on,
looking
fella.
stupid on camera.
We got Floyd in here. What's going on, Floyd?
Hey, how's it going? How's it going, everybody?
Oh, pretty good. Well, what you think of this Crawford? You know, saying what his little speech? What you thought about that? What did you see?
Well, you know, when I looked at it, man, because I look at body language, it just seemed to me that Crawford was a little bit nervous, and I really feel like, as much as contrary to popular belief, they ain't as confident as they trying to put off, man. They know this is a real deal, and they know that Terrence Crawford is going to be in a real serious clash with Errol Spence. They know it, man. I don't care how they try to come off with this facade, man. They know this is the real deal right here. You can even tell from Bomac. Bomac usually talk a hell of a lot of trash.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying earlier. That's what I was saying. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like he always had this dramatic pause when he speak, you know what I'm saying? And it's like he was really trying to portray confidence, you know what I'm saying? It was almost like overconfidence, you know what I'm saying? And it just kind of came off mechanical. But
it
you know,
just
these
seemed
guys
like he almost wanted to cry, talking about, I promise from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, you know why I said Poole kind of had the wrong picture up. See, I got the picture. Hold on, Poole. I'm gonna share this video which from Fight Hub, so you can see the face we talking about. They kept the camera on him on Fight Hub. This man looking like he was like it was over with. Like this is like that.
Yeah, I mean, he came out like it was a funeral. He came out like he was a pallbearer. You know what I'm saying? He came out there like that, like bro, what's going on? What happened? Like somebody just got in a car accident or something. It's like, come on now, that ain't the Bo Mac we used to seeing. Oh no, you had a whole bunch of stuff to talk. You know what I'm saying? About people wearing draws, and Errol Spence Jr. fans and all that kind of stuff. But now the fight is here. Now the fight is here today, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide. You can't hide over there at Golden Boy. You
Yeah, I
at the
want to hear
PBC.
you
I
call
put the
EJ.
times there,
I want you.
I put the
I want
times
to
when
hear.
you get when you get finished you can play it. I put it on the side chat so when you get finished you can show
I want to hear him
it.
call EJ a drunk. Call EJ a drunk to his face, nigga. That's what I want you to do. So EJ can. We probably won't even get no fight
Well,
because EJ gonna spur that
that's the
nigga
whole
right
link.
there.
I'm sorry. Say that again. I was clicking that link. It's a whole video, bro. Let me see.
Yeah, I put you at the front of you see where I put the timestamp 2410, so that way you won't have to go through the whole thing. You just pause
Oh,
it
okay. Oh, it's at 24. Okay, hold on. 2410. Let's see. This 35. That's way back there. Okay, let me see.
Are you guys
2410.
talking about? Are you guys talking about the video where he grabbed a young fighter because he didn't have nothing to say?
Now, when Bo Mac finished talking at this press conference, how he was looking like everything was over with. He had that. It's all over, fella. Let's pack it up and go home. Look, he had that look on his face like, nigga, y'all ain't even got no damn.
That's 2410 right there.
That's 24. Hold on.
Yeah, that's 2410 right there.
Yeah, mine say 2410.
Yeah, that's 2410 right there.
I don't know why you're saying that. Cause mine said it got Bo Mac. It got Bo Mac with the belt over his arm and this.
It might be another video. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see.
Fight Hub.
Yeah, this Fight Hub. Let me see. Now let me see something. Because we got kind of got out of order there for a second. There we go. Okay, here can be EJ. Okay, let's get EJ right here. Boom. We'll catch up with that though. We'll catch up with that. Let's get back.
7 opponents, former world champions. 3 of them, he took away their straps. He's the unified welterweight champion of the world. He's known as
Why are you looking like the Nutty Professor?
Big Fish, man down, Errol Spence Jr.
Trying to look like Derrick James. Nigga, Derrick James know how to rock no shit.
Thank everybody for being here. This is the biggest fight I feel like in boxing right now. This is a legendary fight. This is definitely an old school fight. It's the fights that my dad used to talk to me about and older people tell me about, where you had Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Hearns, you had Duran and all them, you had De La Hoya and Trinidad fighting. You had the best fighting the best. And finally, we got to the point where, me and Terrence Crawford had to get on the phone, talk about it, and now, it's finally happening. The best fighting the best. I feel like it's an old school fight, creme de la creme, and it's gonna prove not only the best welterweight in the world, it's gonna prove who the best fighter in the world is. If you know my mentality, it's to win, it's to go all out, give it everything. His mentality is the same thing. So I want everybody to tune in July 29th, come to the fight. We're gonna have a crawfish boil. So everybody make sure they're there, man. It's gonna be enough for everybody, I promise you that.
Oh man, so they coming out there looking like Dexter, boy. That boy right there, he got his own swag, bro.
Hey, tell me
different.
he didn't look like it was like Mission Impossible when he started walking out, like he already had the guns on the side. Tell me
Yeah,
it don't look like that. His shirt.
I'm trying to tell you, that boy Doc Holliday is a straight killer.
He know what he doing.
I thought he had. I thought that was a gun vest. I thought that was a gun vest on him, bro.
Man, don't they look like gun belts? God damn, I'm like, so one thing about EJ, he's just direct. You know what I'm saying? He want to skip through all the, all the dressing. He want to get straight to the main course, man. That's one thing I like about the kid, man.
Hey,
Go ahead.
Hey, look at what kind of shape he in, man. Did you see his body though, man? Nigga, I'm telling you, man, he ready, man.
He look big.
Yeah,
He look
yeah, that's
good.
one of the
They was hoping it's gonna be a fat count. That's what they hoping for. It's gonna be some type of fat count,
man.
but it ain't going down like that.
This man had a year to train, bro. I mean, Crawford just made it worse on himself. He just made it worse on himself, man. This man had a whole year and 14 months to train, bro. Come on, man. You know he was
Watch this.
conditioning.
Watch this, y'all.
Mhm.
And Terrence Crawford, why they keep on trying to put that narrative on Errol Spence Jr. How long he been out? Terrence Crawford just as out the ring just as long with from before he fought David Alvanese. So and he looked like he ain't look all fine in that Alvanesian fight. And the Alvanesian fight didn't prepare him, and he was out for 14 months. No, it was 13.
Mhm.
When I would have 13 months for Terrence Crawford because it was November 2021 when he fought. Then he fought in last year in December. So yeah, he was out just about the same amount of time with her. So yeah,
And then on top of that, bro, and then on top of that,
EJ was out longer. He said I've been out long. Well, we're gonna get to that part of the video, but yeah, you know, he gonna be all right.
but then, bro, on top of that,
dude said
David
that,
Avenation was touching the Arrow. David Avenation was touching Arrow. I mean, was touching Bud.
Bud.
Go watch that fight, man. He was
look.
touching Bud, bro.
Hey, check this
That's
out,
why
right?
Bud had to switch up. Bud
Hold
had to
on,
make
y'all.
that.
Hold on.
He had
Go
to
ahead.
make it close
Who's that? Who
Hey,
said
look,
check
man,
this out?
Float.
I tell you, I seen a guy that today talking about he was in camp with EJ. Say EJ did 22 rounds, 5 different sparring partners. Said
Wow.
he stopped 4 to 5 sparring partners, and say the last one was Charlo, and when Charlo came in, he had on real protectors for the last
Mm-hmm.
5 rounds. So he put
Mm-hmm.
on real protectors. Like, man, you put real protectors on this late. He say, nigga, EJ will hurt you, man.
See, I'm gonna say this too.
Even
I
this.
think that
Yeah,
I think
and the boy
Crawford
just
was.
broke his hand. He broke his hand sparring EJ. So I'm like, this nigga body got to be solid. If Jamel broke his hand on
Y'all
sparring,
let Floyd in. Let Floyd in there.
I think Crawford tried to prolong the fight. He was hoping that, he was gonna catch Errol, having some bad habits and partying or whatever. Errol been locked in, man. And
Mm-hmm.
see, this is what they didn't want. That's why he prolonged his fight. They didn't want this fight, man, as bad as they
Man, God damn. I believe that too, bro. I believe they did not want this fight. Just like Canelo don't want Bivol right now. Just like he don't want David Benavidez right now. I don't think Bud want this fight. But man, is he trained? Bud is training hard as hell, man. Y'all seen that video of him up
yeah,
there? His last one he dropped. Yeah, man, he training his ass off, bro. He better.
that's why I don't understand. Like, I got people that I like in all sports or whatever, but I ain't no super fan. Like nigga just think this person gonna dominate this and dominate it. Blood gonna kind of fight. They gonna go 12 pull count, and they gonna raise EJ hand. He gonna pull it off 7-5. He gonna pull it off. It's
Man,
going to go.
I think I know. I think EJ gonna go out there and break him. I think EJ gonna break him, bro. I think this is the one.
Hey, remember that we got this go out on your shield era too now, pull account. That Bo Mac and Bo Mac, I think he gonna respond just like Robert Garcia. You see how much you ain't got to it yet. I'm ahead of what I'm thinking about. But EJ is gonna be huge on that man. Like he was over Michael Garcia.
Well, I think because Bud, his face tissue, bro, is soft, man.
Yeah.
His eyes, and you saw what he did to Ugas. You saw what he did to Kell Brook, and you saw what he was about to do to Danny Garcia. You saw the circle around his eye. Now, Bud got a lot of scar tissue. I mean, for your eyes to puff up like that, that means your eyes are sensitive from getting scraped by gloves and over time. And his face, when Kell Brook went in there for 2 rounds and had his face all swole up. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine what Errol Spence Jr. power jab is going to do to him? Can you imagine? It might end on the TKO. I'm telling you, it might.
That's what I'm about to ask you and the panel. So if Errol Spence Jr. busts his eyes up, but they don't knock him out, and the doctor come in, y'all think I'm go to the scorecard?
Just like they did with Ugas. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't. I mean, I think Ugas could have continued, but look at his face, bro. He turned him into some kind of creature.
And you
I
know
mean,
what's the crazy part about it?
Oh, no, that only happens on the accidental headbutt is what I'm talking about, though, huh?
If you think about it, back in the
if they
days,
go to the cars, or if
they
you
had
can't
asked
continue.
Bomac. They asked Bomac about Ugas a long time ago. This was way before Errol Spence had a clash with him, and he was talking about how Ugas was a dangerous fighter.
Yep, yep.
They seen how Errol worked Ugas, man. Don't think for 1 second they weren't paying attention to that, man. That's why that's boy, like I say, he didn't want this fight. And he's nervous. I don't care what he say. He talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this to Errol. Man, that boy is scared as hell. He know. That's why Errol was smiling like Errol.
Yeah,
Errol go in.
You right. Yeah, you right. When Errol when he dropped his mouthpiece and he fell back into the ropes and he came back smiling. I think when Terrence Crawford, once he seen that, like, oh, he don't mind.
And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be the turning
That's
factor.
what made it get more scared. Like, okay, I need a tune up now.
The turning
I need a
factor.
tune-up now. Fuck that. I'm not going straight into it.
The turning factor of this fight, guys, and mark my words, this is gonna be the part where Terrence Crawford gonna realize he effed up. Is when he hit Errol with his best, and Errol still keep coming. That's gonna shake that boy world.
Cause Ugas was hitting that man with some body shots. So I said, what the fuck wrong with EJ? I would have stepped back too. Like, I'm thinking most boxers, not just EJ, but I'm thinking like most boxers being smart would take a couple of steps back, reset, and that man kept moving forward on Ugas' ass. Man, I know that shit was frustrating the hell out of Ugas. I think that's why he shelled up like that and got that eye busted, because he was trying to get Errol with some good body shot. Where the shit, EJ was walking through them shits like, nigga.
See, that's what they believe in. Derek James trained his fighters to break you. See, that's how you break a fighter. It's like, man, I don't care what you hit me with. I'm going through you. They really believe that, man. I'm telling you.
That's what I said. James says your device not connected.
Say again, cool.
No, I was talking about James. Somebody trying to come up, and I was saying it says your device not connected or something.
Oh, he probably don't hit deny. So, cause I used to do that crazy stuff when I first come on. I hit deny because I like trying to turn my camera off, but it just deny you from StreamYard.
Yeah, Jay. I don't know. It says device not connected. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'll drop the link again and see if you can get on. But okay, but yeah, man. I mean, shit. I think EJ, y'all see that he looked different, man. His body looked different. He looks bigger. He looks more fuller. He don't look emaciated. He look like he's a full natural welterweight right now. I mean, I don't know what he's weighing right now, but he look like a big ass dude, bro. He look huge. I mean, from the pictures that he dropped, man, it even almost looked like he had a little gut. But really, it was just muscle. You know what I'm saying? He was
tired. He tired when he gonna be tired when over Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford gonna have to look up at that man.
And you saw when they went face to face. You saw the height difference.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. That's why I say,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't think Bud was there. Look, see, when they was at the Maurice Hooker fight, Poor County, I thought they was about to, like when they were face to face, and he was like, "Tell your man to shut up. Tell your man to quiet." Wow, they was about the same size, But I guess it was those Tim boots, and even tonight, with Bud Crawford with his Tim boots on, he was still way shorter than Errol.
It was the clothes. It was the clothes. It was the clothes that they were wearing. But hey, yo, Pool, I gotta go.
Man.
You already
All
know
right, my brother.
I fuck with your channel. I be commenting sometimes.
Oh, no doubt. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it coming, bro.
The one advantage Terrence Crawford be having over everybody is the fact that he has been bigger than everybody he's fought, basically, except for.
But Pool, I'll try to get on next time. I gotta go right now.
All right, my brother.
Yeah, he was bigger than everybody.
Peace, you guys.
Peace.
Peace out. Peace out, Mr. Turn. Mhm.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
But
Finish what you were saying.
Crawford been bigger than everybody except Benavidez. His arms been longer, and he's not gonna really have that much of an arm length advantage with 2 inches supposedly. But to me, it looked like EJ arms just as long as his arms is. You know what I mean? EJ taller, so it's gonna be that advantage he have. We can keep people out just because of the reach. He
Mm-hmm.
don't have that advantage. You know, he fighting a motherfucker full fledged. Yeah, he got. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna get ugly, and I'm gonna be hollering at the TV like I was during the Ugas fight. Stop the fight,
Let's
Ref. Stop the fight.
let's get Mr. James. Let's get James in here, and then we'll get King Asia. What's going on, James?
What's going on, my man?
Chilling,
Salute to
chilling.
you. Salute to the panel.
Salute.
Salute, my brother.
Yeah, man. He looked real nervous, like he was pacing, rocking back and forth, like you seen him sweating, like them eyes really tell it all. But if you really, really look, this man was like nervous. It was just obvious to me. Like people
You
be
were
saying,
hiding
"Oh,
now,
they
man.
fighter." People be saying, "Oh, they fighters. They used to this." But the one thing they keep forgetting about is they human. That man was nervous. It was obvious. You could look at somebody and tell if they're nervous. Throat swallowing and everything. Like you just see everything. This man
But
is
sometimes
cute.
fear good though. So sometimes people who scared, them the ones that tell your ass up. Now them scared motherfuckers. Now
Mhm.
sometimes that fear is good.
Back
It
them
was
into a
hiding there.
wall. Listen,
Him and Bomac didn't know they can get something to drink, and it was hiding there. So they, they ain't know the
Why
Go
devil.
ahead.
they was the only one sweating? Though? Why they was the only one sweating?
I know,
Let James finish up. Let James finish up. Go ahead, bro.
and you look at EJ, like you could see between the two who's the calmest and who's relaxed. He rocking back and forth. Errol Spence got his same stance since he sat on the chair. He ain't moving, no nothing. He calm, cool, collective. But you see Terrence Crawford over there, he just rocking back and forth, sweating. He was looking down when he first got there for a long time. If you really look at it in the beginning, when he sat down, he was looking down for a long time. Then you seen his eyes, like in the camera from way back, and you could see his eyes just bulk. Like this man, he didn't want to fight. That's why he didn't even tell him. He was hoping that he tarnished the fight so he wouldn't have to fight him. But he got backed in the corner. It was it's like somebody that won't go away. I believe that scared the crap out of him. Like, dang, this dude EJ won't go away. He studied beating at the door, and he just like, man, I'm coming. I'm looking for my shoes. I gotta turn the stove off. Like, nigga, come outside, nigga. Like I feel like he got cornered because people wouldn't leave him alone. Everybody was on him saying he a duck. He felt that pressure. He like, man, if I'm gonna get this fight, I'm gonna milk it. And if you gonna give me a beating like this, I'm finna get every crumb I can get. That man was scared. I'm telling you, I look at it, that man is a scared man. I seen it in his face. I don't care what nobody say. That man was scared to death.
All right, let's get King Asia up in here. What's going on, King?
Hey, salute to everybody in the panel. Salute to you, Pool Counter.
Yes,
Great
sir.
show.
Salute.
Yeah. I've been listening for a long time, so it's going to be kind of like a regurgitation of what everybody else done said. I definitely agree with the last person that just got through speaking on the panel, James, I believe. Yeah, Bud was holding out, but he got cornered. His legacy was on the line if he didn't take this fight. So he milked it as much as he could. But now he's in the corner, and I think today showed the realization. Oh shit, this is what he's in for. So what I would suggest to everyone, y'all need to go on out there and get that easy money, man. Y'all need to go get that easy money and place some bets out there. For real, because I caught me a big fish. Why you talking about you want to hear the big? Y'all want to hear the big fish I caught? No, serious. Real shit. Listen to
Don't
this.
tell your fish story. Go ahead, bro. What you call?
Here we go.
Lala D, of course. BBO Boxing LLC, Trey Nickerson. What do you say? King H. Smith, what do you say? 2,500 on True Spin Crawfish Boil. It's cool. I'm taking that bet. King Asia Math is a bet. 25 hundo. 25 hundo. That's me and you. That's me and you. I got the bet. 25 hundo.
Now y'all know who that is?
Who
Y'all
that?
know who that is?
Mm-mm. Bernie?
Exactly. Who? Say that name again.
Bernie.
That's
Bernie.
Bernie the boxer. That's that
Bernie
nigga
the
from
drug watcher.
That's that nigga from Meerkat Manor.
Man, dude, Bernie got 2,500. Man, you better go get somebody to hold
You
that
know
money.
they call my henchman, huh?
About to say y'all better put it in the escrow, some
I,
type of GoFundMe. That's a nice little
I ain't
chunk.
lying, boy. I mean, you seen that belt in his room, man, when he do them video? I don't know, man. Mm-hmm.
You know, Bernie live in the
Man,
basement,
you
nigga.
know what? I really hope that Al Heyman gonna show him how to do it. Because the last time Bud Crawford went the Sean Porter fight, them niggas Bud Crawford, his whole family, Bo Matt Fat Ed, all trying to get in one limo after the fight. I'm like, man, come on, I know y'all got more money than that, man. Y'all got to.
But let me finish this real quick. It'll be all good if he don't pay me. It'll be all good if he don't pay me my money. It's no problem. I got it if Earl do lose. But this is one insight as far as the fight goes as a breakdown that I haven't heard no one really speak on yet. And we know what both fighters do. But have anyone really paid attention to what the trajectory of the punches will be? Not the velocity, but the trajectory. Earl is more taller than what I thought he would be over Bud. So Earl's trajectory of his punches is going to be going down. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who all believes into the laws of physics, but I think that's going to come into play, especially as the rounds go on. Bud going to have to consistently be swinging up, while Earl punches is just going to be going down here. And like everybody already done spoke on, Bud got high cheekbones. They're tending that they have more tendency to swell up after a lot of friction goes on with it. Yeah, so I don't see it going to this. I see Bomac probably throwing in the towel, the ref probably stopping it, or them ribs going to get barbecued. But that's my time. Thanks for it, Connor.
All right, let's get into let's go back to the videotape. Let's roll the tape, as Manager Marty be saying. Let's roll the tape.
All right.
Guys, let's talk about the fight. You know what? Let's start with the trainers first. Bomac, first question is quite simple. Can you tell the media, tell everybody who's watching, why is Terrence Bud Crawford going to win this fight July 29th?
Well, I will tell you this, and why Terrence is going to win the fight. Because he's the best fighter, and the world knows that. If you just look how about he go about his business, there's no playing around with him. You know, he come to get you out of there. You know, once he hurt you, that's a wrap. I'm sure I can get many former fighters that he fought to come up here and back up what I'm saying. Now, I will tell you this. Errol's a damn good fighter. Damn good fighter. He accomplished a lot in the game, and I tilt my hat to him and his trainer, Derek. But the boxing world, the real fighters know. The real boxing fans know out there who's going to win this fight.
Derek James, same question. You enlighten us. Why will Errol Spence Jr. win this fight July 29th?
Well, I believe that Errol Spence will win the fight because of his depth. I believe his technique. I believe that the skill set. It's not so much about the gamesmanship of the show. He's a guy never talking. The guy who goes in there and makes it happen and gets busy. And I think that what you'll see on July 29th is Errol Spence go out and yet again prove his dominance over another fighter. Not so much about knocking somebody out. It's always about breaking somebody's will, breaking somebody else's desire to continue to fight. That's what you'll see July 29th. Errol Spence breaking Terrence Crawford's will.
Bud?
Wow. What y'all thought about that exchange? What are y'all breaking his will?
Hold
God
on,
damn it.
That's why I thought the part you was on right there. That
Who?
Bo Mac was looking scared. Like Bo Mac didn't have no instruction. That's why I came on. I thought you was doing that part of the panel right there for you. Yeah, that's what part I was
Man,
talking about when I
this
first
fight
came
isn't
on.
fucking happening on the 29th. What's gonna fucking happen is there's gonna be a delay, and as usual, Crawford Spence is gonna take another 5 months for the fight to then go through the same little machinations. It's not gonna happen.
But you said the fight. You don't think the fight gonna happen?
No, I think these two are some of the biggest duckers in boxing, and
Man,
this is
kick
just
him
not gonna
off.
fucking happen. No way.
Kick his janky butt out of
Yeah,
here.
we got.
Fuck you, nigger. Fuck niggers.
Kick him out of here.
I don't know what the hell that was. That was.
Man, how did that
That
guy get in?
was,
I
What
thought
the
that
I
was
fuck?
clicked him in, but
That's a perfect example of not smoking before you get on the show.
And then he called us niggas. What white boy? What's wrong with that white boy?
he probably tried to get my stream taken down. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you can say certain words. He probably trying to get my stream taken down and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got some weird folks online, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like they can't just mind their own
Why
business.
you waste your time coming up here messing with us, man? We chilling. He coming here with all that old nonsense.
Well,
man.
you know he's been losing in life, and that was the only success he could have.
I mean, he could have came
Nah,
here.
he get a plunk on that. That wasn't no success. He's still a failure. He a double failure for that shit.
Hey, look, if he could have came here, been nice, and just spoke what he thought about the fight, and hey, you know, went on. He had to go all weirdo on us and stuff, man.
And that would have been a success if he would have did that, but he flunked again.
He probably
man.
He probably tried to get my screen. Tried to get my screen blocked or whatever, saying bug word. You know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he can't get his own show.
But hey, look,
He probably don't even know about box.
He see two black people that's on top of their game and got the attention of boxing. He probably a Canelo fan or something.
Hey, fellas,
mad.
look,
He probably ain't,
fellas, look, we done gave that weirdo enough time. I'm back to Derrick James. Hey, man, look. Hey, look, man, Derrick James, when he said about breaking a man, that remind me of the Kell Brook fight. I don't know if y'all remember when old boy was talking about, had told him that you know, Derrick James like, yeah, we
I
gonna
just
stop
blocked
Kell Brook. He like, we gonna stop Kell Brook. Old boy like, you know, Kell Brook ain't never been stopped. He gonna go 12 rounds. And Derrick James looked at him and said, if he go 12 rounds, he'll never be the same fighter again. He'll be too broke up. And he never was the same fighter after that fight.
And a lot of people downplay Kell Brook. He was the best welterweight at the time. You know what I'm saying? And I mean that dude was so strong. If you saw how he held Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying, and Sean Porter wasn't able to do nothing, bro. Nothing. EJ was able to break that hole and work. You know what I'm saying? So Crawford, he's probably going to come out there with the same tactic. You know, trying to grab and clinch. That's going to be the worst thing for him right there. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hold him because that's going to make Crawford more tired. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hold that young bull coming forward, and he's going to be punching him, and he's going to be working with his offhand. So
yeah,
it's going to be interesting. But what did you thought about Bo Mac energy over there? What you thought about Bo Mac versus Derrick James energy? Oh,
He's scared too because he know EJ ready to bite into him too for all the trash he been talking.
His energy just so. I mean, it's just off, bro. Maybe it's the cameras. Maybe he's not used to being in front of the cameras. Maybe that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? All he said was Bud Crawford is the best. You know what I'm saying? He don't mess around when he gets you hurt. I'm like, bro, come on, nah.
Right.
Well,
He couldn't even give a good assessment as to how he was going to beat Errol.
There is no assessment.
Think about all that trash he talked about.
Exactly.
That's what I was when I first got up there.
And all that trash he talked about PBC.
Hey, Pool, a few things that I saw. You know, we talked about it last week, you know, stage fright. You can tell that it was their first time really being on the big stage. And I think that's what got Bud and Bo Mac kind of shook up. because they don't know how to really communicate or act on that big stage. And also when you talking about, that's why the demeanor is so different. You see both Spence and this trainer, they calm, cool, and collected. They understood what they gonna do. So that's why Derrick James was able to go in detail. Hey, this is how we gonna break him down, and we gonna kill his will. He let you know.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, my brother.
Do y'all think that this Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, do you think that this is a bad matchup for Terrence, style wise? Errol Spence style?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely, but it's a fight he had to take.
Yeah,
it's a fight he had to take. Yeah.
Well, I think not only when we talk about styles, I think the pace of the fight. If Errol keeps up that pace that he normally keeps up, Terrence ain't used to that. He ain't used to a high pace fight.
That's right. He fighting spurts. He fighting spurts.
A lot of people are just talking about their styles.
Right.
They ain't including the pace. Pace matters.
And then I also look at the range. The range, Terrence Crawford is not going to be able to control the range. Errol Spence controls the range. And it's going to be a range battle. And Errol gonna get in there and he gonna eat him up, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing about Bud is he's used to fighting people that allow him to bounce around right on the outside the pocket. You know what I'm saying? So he's able to calculate. You know what I'm saying? And I think what EJ is going to do, he's going to keep that pressure on him so he can't calculate. You know what I'm saying? He's just going to have to fight. He's going to keep him in fight mode so he can't kick back and download the data, which he's going to download the data, but he's going to be under
download with somebody trying to knock
be too many rounds behind though. I believe he'll be too many rounds behind. Like EJ got 110. His output is 110 punches a round. Then he doing different tempos. So as he try, you don't know how he gonna download those different tempos. You know what I'm saying? He throwing it fast. He's shooting it slow. He making it soft. He making it hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he gonna download this.
What Errol does is he forces you to go into defense mode. You don't have a chance for offense because your body aching, your ribs hurt, your eye. You know what I'm saying?
Your arms, your wrist, yeah.
Hey, Pooh, I do got a question. Man, who is Bud and Bo Mac stylists, man? We hey, bro. Listen here, man. Y'all, I think y'all know it, man. You do not come to a fight. I'm talking about multi-million-dollar fight. Like you just threw on some clothes to go and wash your car. Man, hey man, them cats. I don't know what Bud gonna do. But man, them cats they looked out of place.
They was.
Yes, sir.
And what round y'all think Bud legs gonna give out?
After the 7th round?
Yeah, about 7. He gonna sit down at about 7.
With that kind of pressure on you though, man, and if he fighting with emotion, it's gonna be earlier than that. If he coming down,
what I was about to say. I agree.
Hey,
I agree.
You say he's gonna start sitting down earlier than 7? I think that'd be a bad idea though.
Yeah, that
emotion. I think EJ gonna pop a rib in about the 5th round.
Right.
I think he gonna pop a rib.
I think EJ gonna steal on him on the 1st round. He gonna steal him just to let him know.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because it's gonna be interesting to see if EJ got any ring rust, because we saw what he looked like against Ugas, when he was trying to like really push it, and he was turning his body, the momentum of his punches was taking him, all the way over and getting him out of position. Right. I say he can't. I say he can't make those kind of moves with Bud.
Yeah.
No.
But I think that's a different type of ring rust. This is a big fight, so I don't think the ring rust will factor in because he's been training for this fight. He ain't just been sitting around like waiting on the Ugas fight, or he had the eye injury he had to recuperate from, or the car accident he had to recuperate.
Man,
he had to lay down.
Mayweather took off 2 years and beat the brakes off motherfucking
Marquez.
Marquez.
He
Them
looked
guys
perfect.
retarded.
But see, Mayweather's a different beast, man. That dude crazy.
And that's the
You know what I'm saying?
same beast that got in the ring with EJ. That's the same beast that got in the ring with EJ, and we all heard the story.
Yeah.
Mayweather
Mhm.
better watch out for got it on you. That's who Mayweather better look out for.
See, Mayweather be having them spies in your camp. You know, he be paying people to keep tabs on you. Is he running? Oh, I knew you ran today. I know what you ate. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's going on,
So,
y'all?
what's going on, King Judah? What's going on, bro?
Man, nothing much. I was watching that the interview, man. I couldn't wait to talk to you about it. But do you remember the part where the reporter was asking both of them, you know, what this fight mean and how this fight gonna affect their legacy? You know, how they gonna be remembered? You know, Bud Crawford was like, well, you know, people gonna know that I was the best fighter of my generation. They asked Spence, man, how you gonna be remembered after this fight? What they gonna say about you, EJ? That nigga say, man, they gonna everybody gonna ask the question how he kept breaking them grown ass men like that. I said, man, that's savage, bro.
That boy believe in it. Look, somebody was saying like this man bounced off the concrete, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, he had to learn how to walk again. His hips busted up. You know what I'm saying? Face busted up. This man came back from surgery and beat the crap out of Danny Garcia. If that don't tell you what kind of dude you messing with, bro, that don't scare you, bro. Something wrong with you. You know what
And
I'm
he
saying?
put himself in. He did his own rehab program.
That's what I'm talking about.
Crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, them boys, you could tell they are focused. They're tired of the whole rivalry.
Yeah.
EJ, you can see EJ. He just want to fight, man. That dude different, man. He definitely different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real fighters. So let's get into some more of it. Let's see.
You
We
know,
heard
that's I
why
noticed those.
you're going to win. I think we want to hear from you. What is a victory, though, on the 29th mean to you specifically? We know it comes as being undisputed. That would also mean you be the first fighter to be undisputed in two different weight classes. What would a victory on the 29th mean to you?
Well, like I said, that piggybacks on what I said before. It shows that I'm the greatest fighter of this era. No man have captured undisputed in two different weight classes.
Teofimo did last week.
Teofimo definitely wasn't. He was lineal, correction, but he wasn't undisputed. Sorry, Derek. Sorry, sir. You tried it. But yes, once again, I will be the first male boxer to actually capture the welterweight champion in two divisions, and that would solidify me as the greatest fighter of this era.
Definitely not, man. I'm not gonna lie, Tyrant got the best matchmakers in the business. You ain't fought nobody, man. You haven't beat anybody undisputed at 140. Who you fought at 135, and who you fought at 147. Even you fought Sean Porter. Even Sean Porter said,
What did I do to Sean Porter that you couldn't
Sean
do?
Porter said
What did I
he
do
did
to
not
Sean
train like
Porter
he should.
that you
He didn't do the
couldn't
things
do?
that his daddy told him to do. What are you talking about?
You
Even his
sound
daddy
butthurt.
said it. Even his daddy said it.
You butthurt that I got the
Even his daddy said it.
You butthurt.
Even Kell Brook, he was already broken.
So was he broken when you fought him?
No, he wasn't broken.
How come
I broke the other eye.
He came off
I broke the other eye.
he
Yeah,
came
that's
off
how
a
I got
stoppage.
broke. That's how I got broke.
He came off a stoppage.
What does it matter?
He came off a stoppage and then he fought you
What does it matter?
months prior.
What does it matter?
So was he broken or not?
No,
He
he
already
wasn't
had
broken.
messed
No, he
up
wasn't
eyes.
broken.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
What are you talking about? I had the same surgery he had, and what happened? So what they say about you then? You fight me then?
I'm gonna break the other eye.
So what they say? So I'm broken then, right?
Well, you broken. You gonna be broken July 29th.
Yeah, we gonna see.
You gonna be broken.
So that begs the question,
We
Errol.
gonna see.
What does a win mean to you specifically on the 29th?
It just mean he's a great fighter. It just mean I broke another great fighter will, and I broke him down mentally, physically, and I came out on top.
Never.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
You know, Errol, the interesting thing is you are the unified.
Got to pause it. Got to pause it. That was getting good. Goddamn it, that was getting good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we give Bud a little credit. He got one thing right with Derrick James. No Teofimo wasn't lineal, but that's as good as it get for him. That's as good as it get. I mean, he wasn't. Tio wasn't undisputed. He was only lineal.
Yeah, and what's the name been saying that too? T.O. and his dad have been saying that. Like somebody got to explain to T.O. and his dad that the franchise builder is not recognized. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody had to explain it to him.
But
But
that
they
just
still
goes to show
think.
that Derrick James really don't watch boxing. You remember they asked him that, and Derrick James like, I really don't keep up with 135. And
Josh Taylor.
Like I believe him. I believe he really don't watch boxing like.
Yeah,
But Judah, he ain't. But Derrick James ain't the only one who think that T.O. Fimo Senior and Junior think that too.
Yeah, Max Kellerman was interviewing T.O. and saying it just recently.
Oh yeah, Max Kellerman think that too. Like somebody need to tell them that nah, bro, not Teofimo Lopez. His name is not in the Guinness Book of World Record, man. His name ain't written down, man. It just ain't. His name
Now,
ain't there.
now my thing is, how do Bud keep trying to make that case with Kell Brook when he know Kell Brook only had 5 weeks to train to get in the ring with him? He had 9 months to train to get in the ring with EJ. Plus, he was a champion. He had something to fight for. Plus, he was younger. You know what I'm saying? More vibrant. Why does he keep trying to make this case? It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And then Sean Porter just came out again.
Because the case is skinny.
I mean, Sean Porter just came out again and said he didn't do what his daddy told him to do. He was training in his daddy yard, bro. I mean, if you go back and watch the training footage of when he fought Errol, when he prepared for Errol, man, that dude he was in Area 51. He was out there in the Pentagon. He was in secret bunkers. Had 6 coaches coaching him, giving him advice.
That's why Earl was right, man, when he said ESPN was the best matchmakers. They created this thing for Bud, man. Bud has had a slideshow of easy opponents.
Hey, yeah, Spence killed him too, bro. Spence killed him. Like I can tell that Spence been waiting on that because I said I don't know if y'all remember, but I said as soon as this shit kick off when that press conference start, man, Spence is gonna say everything that he haven't been saying. Y'all know Spence been very quiet, bro, throughout this whole build up. You know what I'm saying? He been trying to keep it real respectful. He tried to be very candid. He didn't want to let nobody on to nothing that was going on. Man, Spence been waiting on this moment right here. That's why as soon as Bud opened up his mouth, Spence told him, man, that's cap. Man, he said your resume was manufactured. Top Rank got the best matchmakers. Man, he put it all out there.
I'm surprised they didn't let Bernie get up there because he would have talked hellish.
He ain't no head coach. He just still in the assistant position. He's still cold,
man. Bernie would have started a riot up there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
The crap Bernie be talking. You gay? You kissed the guy? You kissed that boy? You know what I'm saying? He would have started a riot. Boy, would have been on the pot. He should have came. He should have went up there and said something. You know what I'm saying?
That would have got them casuals. That would have got them because I feel like us regular fans, we gonna buy the fight, but the casuals, man, that would have definitely sold that.
Yeah, I think they should have had Bernie talk instead of Bomac. I think Bernie would have set that shit on fire.
Yeah, he'd have lit it up. I don't know why Bud trying to put him to the side. That's your boy. Stay with your boy, Bud. See, that's why nigga always do that. Make it to the top.
Y'all know this. But Earl Spence boy Jay Isom, he wanted it with with Bernie. Bernie didn't want that smoke though.
What was that other boy? Troy used to always be always criticizing EJ way back. He used to come on Boxing Channel. He was a pro boxer, Troy something, and EJ invited him to come down and spar with him. He wouldn't do it. Remember that dude Troy used to always be
who's used to be on casual boxing talk.
Troy King. Yeah, Troy King.
Troy King
with the one eye.
EJ told him, come on down here.
He used to call him the weight bully Spence.
Yeah.
Hey, do y'all notice? Do y'all notice that? I'm looking at small details, bro. This whole press conference, bro. Like watch Bomac and listen to Bomac when he talk, bro. Do y'all notice That usually when Bud fighting somebody, of course we know Bud fight a lot of bums, bro. So don't never worry. He laugh a lot. It's always like a joking thing. He not taking the moment serious because he knows Bud fighting a bum. Do y'all notice that Bomac wasn't laughing at all? Nothing about this is funny to Bomac. Nothing.
Oh no, he's serious about it. I seen that.
Yeah, I think he worried. I think he worried for Bud, but of course, you know, Bud. I say a lot
Yeah,
of shit about
yeah,
Bud.
yeah,
Bud
yeah,
not
yeah. I feel
scared.
that too, Drew. That's what I mean.
Bud not
That's what I
scared.
mean.
So
That's what I mean
Bud,
by serious. Yeah.
yeah,
They in the
Bud
fight.
going
They in
in.
the fight of their life, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
and notice Bomac didn't share anything that they were gonna do in the
Nothing.
fight.
Right. He
So
said they man.
so the
Yeah, but
energy.
Derek didn't either. But Derek did say we got. You know what I'm saying? They got a deep bag. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be really getting inside their bag. In other words, that's how we talk on YouTube. But you know, Bomac, I guess he just gonna probably ain't got no instructions. You know, Bud the
It's, it's,
freestyle king.
it's
But
just gonna be
but
a
when it
simple game plan. They just go in there and break the man down, fold him like a card table. It's gonna be as simple as that, you
it,
know.
it was
Y'all
it was
guys.
Derek James. Derek James was on Mikey O, I think, podcast. He came on on mine one time. He interviewed Derek James, and Derek James asked Mikey O. He says, what is Errol Spence Jr. Style? He asked him. He said, what is his style? His style is he'll bust your face, he'll bust your ribs. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know what I'm saying, my man, he goes out there, he just adapt. You know what I'm saying? He got a high volume. He come in fundamentally behind the jab, and he's just gonna crush you. He's gonna use power. He's gonna go to that body. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I think he's more like a boxer puncher. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? A boxer puncher, a guy who can box but prefer to brawl. You know what I'm saying? And for Bud, you know what I'm saying? He's just a counterpuncher, athletic counterpuncher. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be hard for him to win the fight going backwards. So at some point in that fight, Bud going to have to come forward and get some rounds in, especially with him being slow like that. Hmm.
I believe so too. I believe Bud Crawford really gonna have to step to Spence the first 3 rounds in order to even have any type of success at the end of by the 12th round. You know what I'm saying? To say he won some of the earlier round. If not, he gonna lose bad.
What round do you think that Terrence Crawford gonna lose confidence?
When he become that Bud Crawford that want to fight back and stuff like that, that's gonna be bad for him in the 7th or 8th round. You know, so that's
What
how.
round do you think he gonna lose confidence, Terrence?
So a lot of folks say around the 5th or 6th. Me myself, I don't know. I guess I'm a real fanatic of people, of fighters and stuff like that. I think he got a little more heart than that. We'll see though. You know what I'm saying? We'll see.
Well, he's going to go into survival. Oh, good. He's going to go into survival mode. Y'all going to count that?
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. When he gonna lose confidence, going into survival mode is losing confidence. So the way I see the fight going is, Bud got 4 rounds to stop EJ. If he don't stop EJ in 4, he
Look
gonna
here,
lose that fight.
if you don't land that little step back rear counter he does and put some hurting on EJ, see that's his most effective move. That and that hook, he got a nice left hook, and he's got that rear counter, them rear counter uppercuts. He can do it from either side. He's gonna if those don't work, he is not gonna hurt EJ with those jabs. He's not gonna hurt him with that right, because EJ gonna be training for that, of course. But if he don't get them uppercuts in, oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Them sitting at shots, and he got like I don't know. I was on the panel with a cat, and I'm like, man, him and EJ got to stay, like he was saying in his presser. He got to stay focused, but. Likewise, Bud got to come. Bud got to stay lateral and use all his everything that made him a champ. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, he finna get his ass whooped.
Yeah, and I think Bomac and M are gonna try to out jab EJ. I think they're gonna try to out jab him. And
could be. The Bud can jab.
Yeah.
He can't. It's confusing too, especially when he paused with it. What's going on, Naughty? What's going on, bro? What you got on all this, bro?
Oh man, I heard what I needed to hear today, man. I seen first of all, I seen Bo Mack and Terrence Crawford sweating through their clothes when they first started to talk. You know what I'm saying? I seen that the
Mm-hmm.
magnitude of the fight is I'm not gonna say they can't adapt to it, but they not used to it. So that's one adjustment that they're gonna have to make. Another thing that I heard was Terrence Crawford talk about patience, and there go them rounds that he gonna give up at the beginning. And then I heard Errol Spence say the key words was letting me know Derek James and them already got this shit figured out. What he said when he was saying what he said was that Errol Spence said that during the late rounds that he plans to stay focused and stick to the game plan in the later rounds so don't nothing crazy happen. So the way I see from what I've already observed is that
Okay.
while Bud is trying to calculate, Errol is going to be pressuring him, and then once Bud get his calculations down and try to come forward with it, Errol is going to stay defensively responsible, and Bud is going to see that Errol has some of the best defense that he has ever faced. Now, what I want y'all to do when y'all get a chance, I want y'all to go watch that Sean Porter fight over just to see this. When people press Errol and try to come forward, what he does, he's not gonna punch with you too much. What he gonna do is he gonna dig to the body while you throwing your hands. Okay. And now, if you see the size differential between them two, what you're gonna see on fight night is somebody that's taller and thicker. Pause. But you know what I'm saying? And when Bud decides to go in desperation mode, I think Errol is gonna break one of his ribs. Because if y'all know Errol, like I know Errol, when people fight him toe to toe and they fight him back, he breaks on their body or in their face. So I'm feeling a lot more confident than I was before, even though I was confident at first, but I feel a lot more confident now.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, let's get back into it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I think we're about to the end of it, getting there anyway.
Fight welterweight champion. You've taken away everyone's strap, it seems like, in this division. Yet you're the Vegas underdog coming into this fight. Does that motivate you? Does that upset you? Your feelings on that?
Well, nah, I don't pay attention to it. I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, everything I've been through throughout these 2-3 years, I mean, I should be the underdog. But I mean, it is what it is, man. A lot of people become underdog and they end up winning. So that's why it's a bet.
They know what's gonna happen. That's why.
Bud, I want to ask you about that. I loved it on social media. You characterized July 29th as a fish fry. Can you enlighten the people on what you meant by that?
I'm gonna gut them. I'm gonna feed them to everybody that eat fish in here. Call yourself the big fish. We're gonna have enough food for everybody.
We'll see. We'll definitely see.
Put some potatoes on the side of it too.
Hey, man, y'all go to ESJ.com, thetruth.com, and go buy that hot pack, man. We're going to roll him up and smoke him in Vegas.
We'll see.
Errol?
We don't smoke over here.
It's legal in Vegas, man. We're going to roll him up and smoke him.
All we do
hey,
is
man.
fish fillet.
We're going
Did y'all catch that?
Yeah, I caught that shit. He gonna try to throw
Yeah, I
drinking
caught
up.
that.
Yeah, you caught that. This dude here
Yeah.
is petty as hell. But I like it though. Talk your shit, bud. Talk your shit. That's what we're
Hey,
trying to get to.
I think it's hey Paul, I think if they didn't talk no shit, then this fight wasn't gonna be as big as they needed it to be. They need to keep talking shit.
Yes, sir. I think it's gonna get worse. I think they're gonna get down I think it's gonna get a
Yeah, I think
whole
Bud
lot
gonna
worse.
push him. Bud gonna push him
Mm-hmm.
at the weigh-in because he
Mm-hmm.
nervous.
He's saying we don't smoke. We ain't drinking over
We
here.
gonna see
I ain't gonna lie.
all that
I ain't
burning
gonna
shit
lie.
gonna come. It's gonna age because they gonna use that shit. They gonna use all that burning narrative that he been rap. They gonna put all this shit in the
See, I'm
all
curious to
access.
see too.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see too if they gonna get more aggressive as this go on, or is they gonna remain kind of cordial throughout? Because right now, you know, they got a level of respect for each other where they kind of cordial, but they don't like each other. I'm curious to see if it's gonna get more aggressive too. But I don't think it's gonna be no push. The reason I say that is, well, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I just feel like, bro, I feel like with somebody like EJ, bro, if Bud go to push EJ, bro, EJ might punch that nigga on reflex.
Right.
I really believe that,
See,
bro.
I
I
think
believe
they. I
EJ
think
gonna
they
this
push.
is
most
what I'm saying. I sense the nervous energy. I sense the nervous energy from Bud in the sense of If y'all notice, he was nervous until EJ started talking, until EJ interrupted him and started talking shit. Then he got back into who he was. That's what he really want to do. He really want to get hella personal so he can act like a female and start airing out like personal business and stuff. That's why I
Yeah.
always listen to Bernie, because Bernie don't do nothing but dry snitch on how this boy really feel and the stuff that he really be saying.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Bernie
was
Man,
better have my 2,500.
you seen
What
that
he
boy
say?
room? You ain't got no money. Mm-mm. Let me see. So let's see. Let's see what else.
Gonna roll him up
We
and
go
smoke him,
we
man.
go hunting over here, and best
Like I
believe we
said,
hunting you
we gonna
down.
roll him up and smoke this dude.
Errol, you described it on social media as, quote, a one-sided ass whooping. I'm going to punish Terrence Crawford.
That's how it always is. It's gonna be a one-sided ass whooping. I mean, he gonna come in with the mentality, and it's gonna probably take a few rounds, but and he a stubborn dude. So, but we're gonna, like I said, man, everybody get broke. We're gonna break him, man. We're gonna break him like a horse.
Mm.
Ready.
What are
Everybody,
people going?
He said he gonna break him. EJ said he gonna break him like a horse.
poor. He
Like,
say everybody get broke.
mm. Crawford said, "I'm
Man, he
ready."
done broke bigger men. He done broke bigger men before. That's what this fool don't understand.
Mm-mm. What Irvin said? You say it takes a man to break a man. God damn it!
Right.
This is gonna get good as hell, y'all. Let's see. Let me see if I can do the. And so they still going at it. Let's see.
Going to say, because this fight has been so anticipated. Once it's over, what do you think people are going to say about the fight, and what are they going to say about Bud Crawford?
They're gonna say Bud Crawford is special, and all the people that thought he was gonna do what he say he was gonna do, they're gonna say, "Wow, we was wrong about that kid. He is special. He is great." That's what they're gonna walk away saying. This boy is great. I can assure you that, and he'll give me my respect after the fight. Right now, he in the mode of
I give your respect now.
no.
I give your respect
I'm
now.
talking about when I whoop that ass, you gonna really
I
give
give
me
your respect now. I give
It's
your
gonna be
respect now.
damn.
Right now.
I'm gonna have to do it again, but
Like the rest of them. Simon Hearns, all them dudes are great. Marvin Harris, Durant, all them guys are great, man. But hey, man, sometimes dudes get broke.
And the same question to you, Errol. What are they going to be saying about this fight and about Errol Spence Jr. after July 29th?
How the hell Errol Spence keep breaking these men, these grown ass men?
So here we go. Last question for me, for you guys. Start with you, Big Fish. For the thousands that have packed T-Mobile Arena, for the millions that are going to buy it on Showtime pay-per-view, what can you guarantee these people they're going to get on July 29th?
I can guarantee you a great action-packed, old school type fight. If you've been craving one of those fights from the 70s, 80s, early 90s, you gotta tune into this fight, man. This is a legendary fight. I feel like, belts aside, all that type stuff. I'm talking about, you talk about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. This is the biggest fight in boxing, period. Especially action pack wise. If you know his mentality, you know my mentality, you already know, man. We going for the victory, but a tough victory. I know he's not gonna try to break. I'm definitely not breaking. So it's gonna be all out war. I think it's gonna be tactical in the first couple rounds, but as rounds go on, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to break his will. He's gonna try to break my will, and we both gonna go for the victory. Everybody tune July 29th is gonna be a all-out war, action-packed fight, and you're gonna want to tune in to this fight because this fight is gonna be talked about.
Got to pause. It going on a little long.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
let me
Mm-hmm.
cook on this, please, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
want
Go
to
ahead.
point out something about EJ, bro. I'm again, y'all know I'm not that old. I'm not that young either. I'm 34, bro. But I never seen a fighter with that kind of mentality, bro. This shit is scary, bro. Most fighters, when they talk about their biggest rivals and guys they have some semblance of respect for, they do want to beat these guys, right? Because they want to prove that they better. But a lot of them, they come to this mutual respect where they want to walk away with their other fighter's respect. They want the victory, but they want the respect of that fighter and everybody else for beating that fighter. Man, all Errol Spence want to do is break you. This dude, that's the only fight I ever heard. He wants you to leave the ring less of a man after you fight him. Bro, listen to what he's saying, bro. He wants you to be less of a man. He wants you to feel less of yourself, be less of him. He want to break your will, and he want to take a part of you with him when you walk out that ring. That is,
He wants your soul. He want to hurt your soul. Goddamn it!
Right?
Yeah, he said they say he want to change his spirituality. He mentally,
Judy, you just worded that perfectly, bro. He want to take some of you with him, and that's what he's been doing. That's what he has been doing.
Right.
Look at
Bud. This dude got a crazy mentality, bro. Anytime we just heard, I think I was on your channel, Paul. We heard this dude say, "Yeah, man. If it was my friend, I'm gonna beat my friend up worse than a stranger."
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, "What the hell?"
Embarrassed, right?
Hey, poor counter.
I gotta see you every day, so I'm gonna beat you up worse.
Poor counter. What religion is Bud?
Bud, I don't know. Is he religious? I don't think he's religious, is he?
No, EJ is a Muslim.
Yeah.
Oh, he's about to be an atheist after the fight.
EJ ain't no Muslim.
Well, he's something like a Muslim.
I heard him speak on religion before. He said because he had a lot to say about the NIA or whatever you call that stuff. But he's saying he's not in it. Like he's not in it.
Man, he is focused, man. So let's see what they look like lined up. I can't use all this shit. I know we done damn near did, so they probably hit my ass. Let me see what Bud. Let me see. Bud had something to say. Wait a minute. Bud had something to say. Now let's see.
They had a little question out there.
He got a big heart. I got
Man,
a big
Paul,
heart.
they can't
Love
keep
the
up
fight.
everybody
I love the
using
fight.
this.
And it just makes for a great action-packed fight with a lot of, excitement in it. So July 29th is going to be a great night for boxing. I feel like this is definitely a legacy fight and a fight that should be talked about in the whole boxing community, if it's not all through the social medias outlets. But I do believe that this is a old school type fight where, you got all the greats fighting each other. Like I said, in this era, this is the great fighting each other. So yeah, tune in July 29th, buy the fight if you can't be there.
He got messed up there. He was trying to go for the gusto, but he kind of lost his train of thought. You know what I'm saying? He do that a lot of times. Where he can't finish it. He be trying to say something smooth, but it is what it is. Let's see.
He trying his hardest to carry his part of the promotion, and I respect him for that. But it just go to show he in unfamiliar territory.
Yeah, Bob ain't helped the young dude a lot, man. They just left him out there to hang. All of them did. They didn't expect Terrence Crawford to make it this down far.
Now let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all a question.
Go ahead.
With the fact that we all see the same thing with the energy, I don't know whether to call it nervous or the unfamiliar territory energy. When it comes to fight night and that crowd being bigger than any crowd he ever been, and him knowing that the whole world is watching, do y'all think it's gonna be easier for EJ to drag him into a firefight?
Hell yes.
Yeah, especially if you get a good lick on Bud. You know how Bud is. Bud do not want you to outshine him.
Man, EJ gonna drag him. EJ gonna drag that fool to the back wall of hell. That was from the beginning.
Y'all know how much is against this dude right now. I'm not trying to guess what's gonna happen in his mind, but I'm just giving you a perspective, bro. Terrence Crawford know in the back of his mind that there's asterisks on his whole career. This is the fight for him to prove before he retired that I was who I said I was. Because he knows that after he retires, it's a lot of people it's a lot of people that after he retire, they gonna work double time to let everybody know in the generations after that this man was not what they told you.
Hey,
You see
King,
what I'm saying?
King.
So he got to work double time, bro. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. When he step in that ring with EJ, it's a lot going against him. You going against a more popular fighter, a younger fighter, a more dangerous fighter, a fighter that
Yeah.
got all the belts, the
Hey,
fighter
yeah,
that got
man.
all the belts.
Hey, check this out, man. Did y'all
That's
know?
real shit right there, Judah.
Did y'all pay attention
Mm-hmm.
when Bomac? Did y'all pay attention when Bomac act like he was surprised that they was the B side? Well, I guess we the B
Oh,
side.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he act like he was surprised they was the B side.
Hey, they
Well,
be
he
acting,
tried to
yeah.
act like it anyway.
Yeah, and
I
then
just know him and Bud had the same stuttering ass, sweating ass energy when it was their time to talk. They had the same energy, bro. That's how I know y'all whole camp, bro. This is unfamiliar land for y'all, bro.
and just like you said, King, you heard you heard him, Bud let you know that he knows people don't believe in him, so he said that, and then now so you got that people not believing in him, then you got him on on the stage, on a bigger stage, and then third,
That's a
Pooh,
lot. That's a
what
lot.
Pooh, what the third one is big. What Pooh
He
said,
went out.
and that is always every fight I don't watch Terrence Crawford get hit in, he always wants some get back immediately. He won't wait. So if Earl hit him with a good clean punch, he may just go at it early in the fight, and that won't
That's
be good.
facts. That's facts, bro. You broke that down perfect, bro. Because I see that. Because think about it. Them bright lights on, they both gonna have some type of nervous energy, right? The difference gonna be is that EJ is used to the crowd. He used to the firefight too. So when the firefight kick off, EJ gonna be where he most comfortable. I can't imagine that Bud gonna come in there with a game plan where he gonna want to stick to the outside and be methodical, right? The moment EJ blasts him and the crowd go crazy, the moment Bud starts to fight back with EJ, he is not gonna be able to go back to being methodical again. It's
You
gonna be
know,
too much.
So you
Floyd
saying
Mayweather.
he gonna follow victim to the Mike Tyson rule?
Yeah. I just think he gonna get hit and it's gonna go out because this what it is. He prideful, right? So this what I mean. So let's say this happened. Let's say this firefight kick off in a second. Let's say they get past the first where they both kind of feel each other out. They get in the second. EJ go after him, blast him. Terrence Crawford return. They going at it for a little while, and I expect if they going at it, I expect EJ to be getting the better of it. That's just me. I expect EJ to be getting the best of him. Crawford gonna be fighting back. It might not be until the end of that second round when he get in the corner where Bomac might tell him to try to get back on the game plan. But that don't mean Terrence Crawford gonna necessarily want to do that because we know how EJ get down. EJ might catch his ass again in another blend. And I feel like he's gonna fall victim to it again. I feel like over and over again, EJ is gonna knock him off his game plan over and over again throughout the fight.
And you know,
Yeah,
Floyd
hey,
Mayweather.
ain't it another press
Let me,
conference tomorrow
let,
in New York?
I think so. But let me get this in. Floyd Mayweather used to always say everybody can fight, right? But it's different when you fight under the lights. You know what I'm saying? He used to say that all the time, you know what I'm saying? So he really knew that, a lot of fighters, you know what I'm saying, they can't fight under the big light experience. You know what I'm saying? That you know what I'm saying, you got to have some big fight experience, you know what I'm saying? Because it do affect you. It is a part of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Being in the crowd, seeing how big that crowd is, not wanting to look bad, you know what I'm saying? I think Ryan Garcia suffered from some of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
From when he was getting his ass tore up from Tank. hmm Let me get this super chat, my brothers. Mr. Turner with that 9.99 in the super chat. Thank you, my brother. Supports the channel. He says, if Bud pushes EJ, he said, I think Mike just laugh off or flinch at him, then laugh at P. What's that? PFF. What's that? Laugh it laugh it off. Okay, he just missed the O and laugh it off. He said because he'll know he's gotten in his head, and that'll be the cherry on top. So let me see. Let me read that again. Say if Bud pushes EJ, I think Mike just laugh it off or finch at him, then laugh it off because he'll know he's gotten in his head, and that'll be the cherry on top. Yes, sir. I just think this is going to be a whole different kind of animal for Bud. He's so used to let people who allowing him or he hitting somebody with a shot and they backing off. That's what he's used to. You know what I'm saying? But when EJ takes a shot and he comes forward, he keeps that pressure on you. You know what I'm saying? 3 minutes, 3 seconds every round, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, 3 minutes of every round. I mean, he stays on top of you, bro. And I'm just interested to see how Bud handled that, deal with that. Let me get this super chat from Rami and Emily Jones. Thank you for that $2 super chat supports the channel. He says, "What if Bud gets dropped early? If if he get dropped early, God damn it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't care if it lasts 10 seconds."
Yeah, we
Mhm.
ain't never look at that factor right there, Floyd County. If he get dropped, I think he gonna be like way behind on skull cards if EJ drop him early. He'll be way
Well,
behind. Like he'll
well,
need a knockout to win.
if it gets to that point, then Bud's gonna have to go for it. He's gonna have to go for you have to go for broke. That means he's gonna have to take chances. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's gonna be real interesting to see. If you get behind, let's say, you know what I'm saying, once you pass that little threshold, that six round threshold, round six, and he way behind, that means all the rest of
Yeah,
those rounds he got to win. He got to go out
Right.
there
yeah.
and he got to put it in.
Yep.
I
Man,
tell
Judah
you
said
what,
it
man, on
perfectly,
fight
bro.
night,
Judah said it perfectly, bro. He said that man got 4 rounds to knock Errol out. And that is so true because if you watch EJ, you got about 4, 5 rounds, bro, before his body work starts to take a toll. You know what I'm saying? And with Bud being
Mhm.
the smaller man and Errol being a broken, bigger man down by the body, I'm trying to tell y'all, man, Judah said it perfectly. All Errol got to do is watch out for make sure he see everything. And if y'all seen that Sean Porter interview where he was talking about both fighters, he was talking about why Errol is better defensively. He said Errol see everything. He was like, when you throw punches at him, he roll with them. It may not look like it on camera, but he rolling with punching and he doing a lot of catching and catching and shooting in there that people not even seeing. But if you fighting, you noticing that you're not landing flush.
Right,
Now,
right.
if you notice Sean Porter, when people, because they be hack, see, he don't want to say, talk about Bud skills because Bud is skilled, right? But when they start talking about EJ, he be real quiet. He be real quiet because he don't want to say, you know what I'm saying, he don't want to say nothing for either or fighter too much, you know what I'm saying? So he always have people on his podcast that always diligently, you know what I'm saying, talk about Bud's skills and what he could do in the ring. But when it comes to EJ, seem like none of his guests seem to know exactly what he does well in the ring. So it's just kind of interesting to me that, you know, say Porter, who fought both of them, you know what I'm saying, don't really give you a good deep analysis. And I don't think he does a good job when he explains what EJ does in the ring, you know what I'm saying, and what he had to bring to the table to even compete on that level. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he don't want to give EJ that kind of shine. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
It's just
Did you see his latest? Did you see the latest one that he did though? It
I
surprised the
probably
hell out of
did.
me. You need to go watch it because he on there and he got a new guest on there and the big black dude, right? And he like they asking him questions and he letting the internet ask him questions. He said, Errol, because mind you, he been picking Bud, whatever. But this episode, he say, and just long story short, the man say Errol got the better defense. The man say Errol got the better gas tank. The man say Errol hit harder, and then he said that they footwork is a tie. And I'm like, damn, bro. So how the fuck do you, excuse me, how do you have this man winning? How do you got Bud winning the fight if you saying all of this now?
He just
Hmm.
don't like EJ.
Friendship.
Y'all don't remember
Friendship.
what
Hey, I got
y'all
the
don't.
answer for that. Friendship. That
Yeah,
mean I
yeah.
listened to him when he said that, and man, a lot of them they like Bud. That's I every time I hear their analysis, it's all the same.
Hmm.
Yeah, did y'all hear when EJ finally got face to face with Sean Porter after they fought? Meaning like what I mean face to face here because they probably talked behind closed. I'm talking about face to face in front of us, the viewers. When EJ, so I think EJ had a fight coming up and Sean Porter was an analyst. And EJ called him out like EJ didn't hesitate. He's like, man, why you always hating on me, man? Y'all don't remember that?
I remember the interview when he said, "Man,
Yeah,
people say
I
you
did.
hate on
Yeah,
me."
yeah,
Yeah,
that was on the
that's what I'm
show.
talking
That was
about.
on the show, Judah.
Oh, that was
That
on the
was on
show.
the
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
He
okay,
asked
that
him.
was the
He
show.
said,
Yeah, yeah,
Errol, do
yeah.
I be
So
hating on you? And Errol was like, yeah, you do be hating on me, bro.
so, and
A
what
little, he said a little
Sean
bit.
Porter laughed it off. Sean Porter laughed it off almost to say that, you know what, bro, I'm gonna be a man about it. I do be hating on you. I like the back and forth they had because it was EJ like, man, look, I know you be hating on me, and Sean Porter didn't deny it.
Well. Keith Thurman gave Porter all 5 rounds when it came to him. Said, "Who you think winning?" I think Porter won all 5 rounds. I was like, God damn. I like this nigga here. My nigga, that nigga number one hater right there, boy.
That's how I
Okay,
be
so
knowing Bud fans is delusional. They always say, if it wasn't for the knockdown, he would have lost. That's how I know, like, bro, y'all not even watching this man fight. There ain't no way in hell he would have lost without that knockdown. I scored that fight 8-4.
because Sean was missing a lot of shit, man. He was missing a lot, bro.
And I, re-
Yes.
I watched it a few weeks ago. Like you said, Pooh, he was just missing a whole lot of shots. He was just throwing his body around. So it'll make, and then Earl was slipping a lot of his punches too. So you just had to watch the fight.
Well, I mean, if you look at how Earl was using his feet early in the fight, you can see he could box him. I mean, the way he was dodging Porter was just after his ass, like, with all that energy. You know what I'm saying? EJ was just goddamn, you know what I'm saying, just ducking and dodging that nigga. I was like just turning him and everything. I was like, yeah.
This be EJ's third classic fight. The fight with Kell Brook, the fight with Sean Porter, and I'm hoping this fight turn out to be good like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I don't give a damn that Kell Brook fight. That was a damn good fight, dog.
Yes, sir.
See, what I want to see is I want to see EJ boxing, man. The style I want to see is EJ boxing, bud. You know what I'm saying? Controlling them with their jab. Don't get too aggressive too early, because you remember he said that's what he did against Ugas. He was too anxious. He made a lot of mistakes early just because he just wanted to get him out of there with one shot. Don't do that, man. Box him down, because he can't fuck with you. Your jab too much for him. Because I already seen how he can't deal with other people's jabs, and you probably got the best jab in boxing. He can't deal with mediocre jabs, so I know he can't deal with yours. Push him back, and because you gonna push him back because Bud goes back. That's why, all right, we already talked about Bud might come forward if you force into a firefight. That's true, but we all know his natural inclination is to bag up. He don't like to be up close to nobody. He like to bag up.
Yeah,
And
you don't.
he'll put himself on the ropes for you. So EJ, push him back on the ropes, because he naturally gonna go to the ropes from you. And when you get him where you want him, then you go to his body. You beat him up when you get him on them ropes.
Well, he like to pivot. He like to pivot off the ropes. You know what I'm saying? He like to pivot and try to get you with that little cross hook. You know what I'm saying? If he can catch you. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
guess
yeah, he's
what,
a little
Paul? That
crafty. He
only worked for
crafty.
But that
Hmm.
only worked when but see, they set him up. If you think about Kell Brook got caught leaping in, Sean Porter leaping in, Jeff Horn and them leaping in. Anytime somebody wasn't leaping in, like Kaviaskis or Benavidez, they made it a better fight than the other people. Errol not finna be leaping in, bruh. Like, if you want to say he a lunge sometimes, okay, but name a fight where Errol literally was leaping in on offense, bruh. That's that man only. That's why that's how he like to run his pivot game. And people that run in off balance or like to fight over their knees, like where their offense is extended over their knees. EJ is so responsible, bro. He's not gonna be doing all that.
Yeah, because he's looking for that front foot. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to be punching when EJ step. You know what I'm saying? And EJ got that hard step sometimes. But he knows his distance. He know how to shorten it up. He knows what he's doing. But that's what Bud be doing. He be waiting for you to go on your front foot, and then what I'm saying, let you have it, or he let you come forward and do that little rear hook. So let's watch them line up and see what they look like. Well, Bud looking easy, don't he? Look like he about to throw up. Ooh. Oh yeah.
Oh we.
Ooh. Yes, sir. Mm-mm.
That boy don't look good. That boy don't look good, boy.
Mm-mm. Yes, sir. It's going. Oh, it's on. It is on. It is on.
Y'all looking at his body language, bro. He
He
blinking
look,
a lot.
hey,
He blinking a lot, bro. That's a sign of nervous energy, bro. Bud is blinking a lot. A nigga blink like 3 times in a couple seconds. Like, come on, man. You ain't have no moment where your eyes just stood open just now. The moment he got face to face with EJ and he realized the gravity of the situation. I'm fighting this dude. He got 3 belts on him. I only got one. I've been running from this nigga. He been telling people he gonna show him what he gonna do to me, and now I have to get in the
Mm.
ring with him. Now I have to get in the ring with him.
Style the artist. Thank you for that 199 in the sports channel. He says, what if EJ starts to switch on Bud? Bud gonna break. That would be so sweet, bro. If EJ gets into the fight and then switches on Crawford, that would be crazy as hell, bro. I'll be running out the building on that shit right there. I'll be no more good. I'll be no more good. If he switched on Bud and stopped fighting Orthodox, bro. Oh, I mean, he switched one time in that Lamont Peterson fight. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I seen EJ switch. You know what I'm saying? It was only for a second. You know what I'm saying? He switched and threw a punch, then he went back to southpaw. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But they don't. He really don't believe in doing all that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? They really down with the fundamentals over there in that camp. You know what I'm saying? So shit, man. So he got the height, man. He looked like he got the size, man. Shit, this gonna be good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bud look like he done look like he
hey
Bud's like
man,
God.
hey
Hey,
man, look
tell
like
me that
high
face.
school. It looked like high school, man.
Tell me that face. Tell me that face. Bud making don't look like what? What the fuck did I get myself into? What the
Hey,
fuck did I just do?
hey, he looked like, man, to me, he looked like a dude who basically just want to fight to get it over with, man. He just look, hey man, he doesn't look like he should be there, man.
Bud he about to get tear muscle and stuff in training. That's what he finna do.
Hey, so I got a question though for the group though. Do y'all think that's why Bud was kind of demanding for Earl to call him to help
What's up,
him walk
Renzo?
walk through this whole process? He wanted to have some type of relationship.
Yeah, I think so. That make a lot of sense because Bud, like he don't like to talk. We already seen what happened if you just throw a mic in his face and he not prepared for it. Remember he kept trying. Remember he was trying to explain himself about why the fight didn't happen, and then he spent the whole video basically telling us that he was a duck. He intended to tell us that he wasn't a duck, but he got to sit in front of the camera when he didn't have nothing written down, and he basically told us he was a duck by mistake. So I think he did. I think all this was the build up for him to kind of, like you say, but they probably choreographed they meetups like what we gonna talk about, what's off limits. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like because I think, bro, I think if the wrong
Yeah,
thing said,
yeah.
bro would just get flustered, bro, and say anything up there.
Mm.
Yep. Because that's just like when they was on Twitter and he got to talking about, yeah, I heard about that shit you doing over there. And back to what I said about Bernie always dry snitching. He was just on this show talking about EJ need to get tested. I'm telling you that's gonna
Yeah.
come out. The more motherfuckers talk, that's gonna come out, bro.
Mhm.
Now, Bud is already out there in Las Vegas. I think EJ, what I'm saying, he need to get on up there, you know what I'm saying, because that elevation, what I'm saying, is different from Texas. You know what I'm saying? So he can go up there and acclimate himself. You know what I'm saying? I think you need to do that like immediately. He said he was gonna go out there 4 weeks or so
Yep.
before the fight.
Yeah, he said 4 weeks. I think he said 4 weeks. So he should be, if it's on the 29th. So I think he probably going to do it here in the next, yeah, he did say 4 weeks. So it should be in June, late
Yeah,
June.
so yeah, I think you need to get up there and what I'm saying, get acclimated and go ahead and go through his process. Because Las Vegas is different, bro. Let me tell you something.
It's gonna be better than Texas, though.
Desert. It's a desert, boy.
Yeah, that desert got a different kind of heat. You know
It's
what I'm
dry
saying?
heat. You don't
Yeah, it
see
got
the
that.
sweat.
Yeah, it's got that dry heat out there, man. Let me tell you, I done been out there, boy.
Me
It's
too.
different, and then it's the elevation
I'm a
too.
West Coast. I'm a West Coast nigga, man. Phoenix kind of the same way. Yeah, that heat, it just get to sticking to you, man.
hmm What's going on, Gantz, with that $2 super chat? Thank you for supporting the channel again. Yes, sir, man, for sure, man. So
you know, man, it's getting hot in here, bro. It's getting hot.
Hey,
Go
now,
ahead.
and look at I thought it was kind of obvious, who put in all the work. You see them 3 belts in one. Come on, man.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he planned
Right.
that because so he don't take a L, and he can just like kind of like what Canelo doing. You know what I'm saying? He taking the easy route, and you know what I'm saying? He wants the clout. He want the people to think he the best without proving it. And see, and that's been the whole problem. Nobody hates Bud Crawford, but when you grew up watching Sweet Pea and you grew up watching, you know, say Roy Jones Jr., you grew up watching the Hawk, and you grew up watching
Right.
Terry Norris, and you know, say
Oh
these
yeah.
guys had to fight some dudes, bro. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Just get in there and fight the names, bro. We don't want to hear no excuses. They weren't talking about, oh, I can't get Julian Jackson in the ring. Oh, I can't get Michael McCall, Mike McCallum in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. Well, none of that, dog. No, dog. You in the weight class. That's the best, and you go over there and you fight them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the problem with Bud. You know what I'm saying? His career. You know what I'm saying? He just always seemed like anytime it came time to fight some of the top guys, he wasn't having it, bro. He wasn't interested. So
Did you
now,
see? I knew it was an energy. I knew it was an
you,
energy shift when it went from Bud want to be 2-time undisputed to Errol need to respect me because I got the last belt. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Once I seen them take them 2 different stances, that's when I knew. I'm like, bro, you dudes, man, y'all talk a lot on this internet and stuff, but man, y'all starting to look like small town dudes, man, with the little small town complex. Big city dudes, we gotta. Not all small town dudes. I don't want to disrespect nobody, but man, we gotta even kill about everything, man. Not too high, not too low. That's why when they gave Errol the microphone, his words was just flowing, man, because he been there before. This ain't nothing new to him.
Yeah,
so
and
we knew.
right on that, and I think we talked about that the other week.
You
Hey,
locked the
he
door.
he Bud Omaha, Nebraska, and that's his comfort zone. And he made it that way, and he decided that at the beginning of his career that he didn't want to go no further than Nebraska, and so now he's on the limelight is on him. I'm waiting to see what he do.
I think they ain't Virgil T still with the WBO. Did he drop out? Oh no, he went to WBC, didn't he? Yeah, he went. I think he went WBC. Mm, AJ looking like the black Superman Clark Kent.
Hey,
Yeah, he look like he could rip off that shit and become the black Superman, huh?
yes,
Mm,
sir.
that,
Yes,
that's a
sir.
good one right there. This is Pedro Torres says Spence isn't disrespectful. Said he's a gentleman all the way around, and at the end of the day, you're gonna be rooting for him. They're gonna have to, because it ain't gonna be no more Crawford. You know what I'm
People don't
saying?
even know Bud wears shoes with big soles on purpose on at weigh-ins and other stuff. If you watch the Kell Brooks fight, man, I'm telling you, boy, that boy be where that boy Kell Brooks said, man, he got on the Air Force Jordans, man. That's why he looked that
All right.
tall. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He forgot him.
Did you?
He forgot him today or something.
Man,
What I
what did
found was
L?
real interesting was where you had it paused at previously, Paul, on the interview when EJ
Mhm.
was arranging his belts to get ready to do the face off. And then you see Crawford and Bomac, they over there looking at him like damn. just they
that's
just
what
stared
I'm
at him, getting
saying,
his belts
bro.
arranged. And
Yep.
man say he
Mhm.
got a
I think
It's,
Bomac know, bro, because like I'm telling you, bro, his energy. I never seen either one of their energies like this. I tell y'all, bro, just now, because it's different when you just talking. You know, y'all having the bounce to the back and forth. Y'all sitting down, y'all chairs. He to the side of you. Sometimes you talking, sometimes you looking at, sometimes you're not. But when y'all gotta walk up to each other and look each other face to face, man, Bud energy is different when he actually in front of EJ when they face
it's
to face.
painful.
You know,
Mm. Yeah, because he's showing mad respect. Now, when he off to the side, when he off somewhere else, where that bitch at? We looking for the big fish. And, you know
yes.
what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm
but
like, what?
Pooh,
Hmm.
did you catch when Bud wanted to go sideways with it, and Earl kept, he kept telling him, "No, I respect you." and he wanted to go sideways with it and go into the gutter. And Earl kept,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I respect you like I respect all great fighters. And Earl has to keep. It sounds like Earl has to keep saying that to him, so Terrence Crawford don't go totally hood.
Man, listen, it's
Well,
a
he
big
need
difference
to.
in they upbringings, bro. It's so when I remember when EJ apologized for making the negotiation percentages public, that told me something about him as a man. You know what I'm saying? And even him showing the respect that he's showing, far as him saying that he's great. Steve Kerr has a speech that he gave the Warriors one day about appropriate fear, and it's not that you're scared of a motherfucker, but you have enough respect to where you're not overconfident, and which leaves you liable to run into some shit that you're not prepared for. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Errol got the appropriate respect for him that he needs to go in there and stay focused all 12 rounds.
And see, but that's the difference between somebody from the streets and somebody who was raised right. That's the advantage that they have is that they're gutter snipe. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They're gonna win by any means necessary. And sometimes it got to be like that. You can't be in there with that soft shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that man is gonna be desperate in that ring. You know what I'm saying? And if he can get away with some shit, he gonna do it. That's his mentality. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a fight. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, it's a boxing match, but it's a fight. And so he's
How long
trying to
you
get
think
that.
it'll be before they actually get into a fight?
Man, I
Hey,
think that
did y'all
shit gonna
know?
be right away. I think
Did
that
y'all
shit gonna
notice?
be right away.
Did y'all notice
Go
too?
ahead.
Like I'm going way back to when they first started talking. Y'all remember EJ had the red hoodie on, right? They was in Omaha when they met each other backstage or whatever. Do y'all recall? Am I tripping or because I listen to everything when they talking about what they saying to each other? You know what I'm saying? What they believe in their mind and what they telling the other guy. From day one, EJ looked at Bud and told him, "I'm gonna destroy you." He said, That's the first thing. So I'm gonna destroy you." Now he keep telling him, "I'm gonna break you." Like you gonna break it, now I'm gonna break you. I'm gonna stop you. I ain't never heard Crawford say he was gonna stop EJ. Going way back to when they first met each other backstage with the red hoodie on.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
All he saying is I'm gonna beat you, and the people gonna know I was better. I'm gonna come out on top. He never said he was gonna break EJ or stop EJ. EJ been telling Crawford from day one, I'm gonna destroy you and break you.
Yeah, that nigga's Thanos. That mother coming in there like Thanos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Mills Lane, thank you for that 4.99, my brother. Goes to the channel. He says Spence come in. He said he's getting hit, and later when Bud you get used to Spence initiations, the combo is gonna come out, and Spence only can block two. Gonna get hurt. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Can Bud Power hurt EJ? It's gonna be big for him. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be big. If he can't hurt EJ, he gonna have to come out there and get EJ respect. You know what I'm saying? Early. You know what I'm
For,
saying? And,
you
yeah.
called him Thanos, and by the end of this fight, he gonna have all five Infinity Stones. He gonna have the four. He gonna have the four
In the Ring
regular
magazine.
belts in the Ring magazine, bro. And he gonna have all the damn stones. And he ain't gonna want that rematch because he gonna snap his finger and make that boy go away.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, you see how he trained himself up. All that time that he had off, man, it didn't go to waste. You know what I'm saying? He was transforming himself into the to the
Man, he
to
was
the
smart.
wrecking ball. He was
Man,
transforming
they
himself.
better hope EJ don't win this fight, because if he do, for his future opponents, it's not gonna be nothing that he haven't seen before, unless he just go fight somebody way bigger than him. It's not gonna be no style that he can't adapt to, because he gonna have everybody's style pieced up. That's what happens when you fight champions back to back, ex champions back to back, rather than people like Kaviaskis and motherfucking Polynesian sauce in them, blood. Because you get experience, man. You have to deal with problems. You have to deal with things that leave you at a disadvantage, and you have to adjust. You know what I'm saying? And if Errol win this fight, man, I hope he don't fight Charlo, because Charlo gonna be in trouble too.
Hey, look, I want to say something. I'm reading the chat, and I see when you got a couple of people who they don't understand English too good. I know some of y'all ain't graduate, but they saying that Bud did tell EJ that he was gonna knock him out after EJ said, "When I beat you, they gonna say you was too small," and then Bud retorted Listen what I'm saying, Clip. That's a retort. He retorted that when I beat you, they gonna say that you stayed at 147 too long. That is not a declaration. A retort is not the same as a declaration. EJ has made multiple declarations that he would stop Bud. He didn't need Bud to say it first. That's the difference between a retort and a declaration. I just wanted to clear
God
that up.
damn. Damn, we just got some English up in here.
I had to do it for him, Pool, because obviously they don't understand the difference.
Mm.
This man already look bigger than this guy, and he's not even in like fight night shape.
So July 29th, fellas, you know what I'm saying? You know, we hey, get your pay-per-views, you know what I'm saying? Get them ready, you know what I'm saying? Because you know that's gonna be the night. I'm gonna go live that night too. You know what I'm
So we
saying?
got
I
about
done pushed
45 days.
Yeah, yeah. So shit, the work. I know they don't put in the work. So you know, but let me ask you guys this question here: if Bud Crawford beats EJ, he would shock the world, y'all.
Shot.
Well,
He was
apparently not because
shocked. Mhm.
most of these legends that don't like EJ got him winning. Vegas got him.
Yeah, I don't agree with that, Paul.
Got him number. No, this I'm
You
saying
don't
this for a
think
reason.
he would shock the world if he beat EJ? You
No,
don't
because
think
No,
so?
how if you number one pound for pound, how you shocking anybody? If you
Worry about
favorite
Because
to
they
win,
don't truly believe it. They
no,
don't
no.
believe that
Listen,
shit.
let me tell y'all something. They
I
don't
don't
believe.
I don't even
I'm trying to use
understand how
this,
he's the underdog. That's what I don't understand.
bro. Look, I'm trying to tell
me
y'all.
either,
That's
but
why we
that's
need to
good.
use this to our
We get a
advantage.
chance to
Use
win
this.
some money.
Listen, use this to EJ event. When EJ win, we gonna all content creators sing from the mountain high that it was EJ who shocked the world. Cause y'all said he couldn't win. Most people
Hmm.
who got common sense know he gonna win. But according to ESPN, according to a lot of these rankings, a lot of these legends, EJ can't win this fight. So when he do win, you gotta say EJ shocked the world.
I just want to hear the explanations on the reason why Crawford lost. That's it. Why I just want to hear these people talk after. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna keep it a buck. We're gonna say exactly if Crawford win, we're gonna say exactly what he did to win, how he did, whatever he did, this, and that, and the third. I want to see these Crawford fans come out if he lose and give us the explanation that we would give.
Oh, I know Joan Turner be here. You know what I'm saying? You
Bro,
know I'm gonna
they're
be
not
here.
gonna have no explanation. The same way they could sit up and Crawford and say like Crawford ain't did nothing wrong. Like that's delusion right there, bro. The same way they sit up and bank on EJ dropping his mouthpiece, the car accident, and him drinking on reasons why Bud is gonna win, bro. That's all delusion. Cause that don't just like they said he was fat at the Frank Martin fight. What do any of that have to do with how he is at the weigh-in? Have you ever missed weight? No. Have he like just like they be like, man, he was fat on December 10th. He wasn't ready to fight anyway. He was ducking. All of these things, all of these places that they reach, I'll be asking them like, damn, did you stretch before you reach like that, bro? Because that's dangerous, bro. You know what I mean? But all of this reaching that they do, it shows the level of delusion that the root of where they come from. And then if you listen to Bud, you realize this key point: his fans are just like him.
Yeah, he believed that shit.
I mean,
Yes,
hey, one example is Mills Lane right here. One example is a Bud fan that's just like him. Like he reaching, he ain't stretch at all. I know he over there done pulled a couple muscles. He ain't stretch at
Mills
all.
Lane ain't that a ref? Ain't that's that ref that used to ref all of Mayweather
Yeah,
fights?
he was a judge too. He was a but he
Yeah.
gave you a super chat right there, Paul. I know you probably gonna read it.
Let me,
'Cause I want to
You
yeah.
answer.
talking about Teddy? You talking about Teddy Atlas or Mills Lane?
Mills
Mills
Lane.
Lane, the ref.
Yeah,
Mills
And I'm just
Lane
looking
dead,
at
ain't
yeah. I wanted you to
yeah,
read it, bro.
yeah. I think
I'm
he
gonna respond.
gone. This thank you, Mills Lanes, for that 4.99 super check goes to the channel. He says,
he? Oh,
Bud made a bet that he'll stop him. He said is that a retort?
Yeah, that's a retort, you stupid motherfucker. Because that's after EJ told him to bet. That's after EJ told him to bet 100,000 that I'll knock you out. EJ said, then Bud said, let's bet 1,000,000. You retarded motherfucker. That's still a retort.
Mm-mm.
then I kind of want to just add in, you know, as it was said earlier, you know, it's about the narrative, and that to me, that's what everybody, a lot of them, you know, in the boxing community, as well as Bud, and I got to give Bob Arum his credit. You know, he built Bud, so you know, and so that narrative, and that's what everybody going off of. So that's why when you ask, well, how you ask them how is Bud gonna beat Errol, they never really tell you. They just say, "Oh, he the best," or "He moves the way he moves." And I just watched Tim Bradley interview with him just today, and that's all he was saying. He apologized. I don't know if you've seen that interview. He's now apologizing for saying Earl ducked. He said he had to light the fire under Earl, like he lighting the fire under Earl to make the fight. And kind of what he was saying is, yeah, Earl is good at this, Earl is good at that, but Bud is gonna get him. They never even they can't even tell you how he's going to do it, because I can tell you I don't know how Bud gonna do it. So I just wish the best for Bud at this point.
Let me ask you this: which do you think will be better for the Crawford fans to be able to explain why he lost, or for the delusionals to be like, well, man, it was because of something outlandish? Which was like, cause you get to cook their ass. You get to cook their ass if they're delusional.
Yeah, I think most of his fans are emotional, just like him. So I think you're gonna deal with that regardless. I mean, we talked about that the other week, man. They all emotional, like like women and young children. So it's not too much you ain't gonna be able to talk like common sense. They gonna go off their emotion for Bud, because that's how Bud is. I really think right then, if Earl had took it there, Bud would have fought him right there. Look at him. He looking, man. I'm telling you, you see him looking down. He ready to go. He's emotional. That's why I'm telling you. I didn't see.
Well, I think when Bud was, when he was in front of his friends and stuff, and they were hyping it up, and I don't know who that dude was, all up in EJ face, the one who EJ told, "Tell your boy to be quiet." He act like he wanted to fight EJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you ain't even a fighter. What are you doing, bro?
Hey,
So you got to be.
Hey, it's that. I'm trying. Hey, I'm from the Midwest. I'm gonna tell you, it's that emotion. It's there, and I'm telling you, me looking at Bud, if Earl had took it up a notch and not been professional, you'd have seen Bud. And I think somebody pointed it out. What you seen from what's that? Bernie. Bernie is Bomac. I mean, Bernie is just like he is. He basically is showing you who Terrence Crawford is. He gets
he's a dry snitch.
He's the one that, if you look at Bernie, that's Terrence Crawford. That's his boy. That's him. So
how do we know Bernie? I don't even mean to cut you off, but how do we know Bernie? Because Bud handed him his phone one night and told him to let it rip, and he sat on the side and let us know that he talks for him.
Yes.
Right. But you know what? I want to talk about something y'all here brought up.
Wait, James said, "Bunny that draws washer."
But when y'all brought up that dude that when EJ and Bud was arguing, and that dude jumped in, EJ was like, "Man, control your dude. Why you talking from the sidelines and things like that?" I did want to say that I did respect how Terrence Crawford handled it. Because EJ was like, "Man, why your homeboy talking?" He was like, "Man, why you talking from the sideline?" So Bud told EJ, "Don't worry about him, just talk to me." That told me a lot about Terrence. I did respect the way he handled it. Because some people, they get all emotional, and because what I'm saying, your homeboy was wrong for jumping in there. What you talking to EJ for? You can't do shit with EJ. So Bud handled that like a man. Like, look, don't worry about him, just talk to me. So I did respect how
he handled that like he had to handle that, because he was looking at the size of Errol's shoulders, and he knew he couldn't do what he normally do to motherfuckers when they get out of line with him. You know what I'm saying? If you peep Bud game, bro, he one of them dudes and he did an interview with Max Kellerman one day, and Max was like, "Man, this dude is mean. He ready to get on me during a commercial break." He went from being that person to, when he dealing with Errol Spence, being all smiles and giggles, bro. That should tell y'all something, man. The energy
you saw
don't
that
change
energy
for the
switch
person.
up.
I seen it, man. I see everything. I see everything, bro. And that's why he ready to go to the flow about what's gonna be said, because he talked too much. He at home, he got niggas thinking he's some type of god or something, when in reality, he know that he a human being, and that if this nigga hit him too many times in his ribs, nigga, he finna fall like a lawn chair. So you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, this shit, smoke and mirrors. EJ called it a long time ago. This is smoke and mirrors, bro.
And
Mm-hmm.
let me add on to it to tell you this. Just think about it. If Bud loses, it's like his career is
It's over.
exposed. If
Mm-hmm. Thoughts.
it's important for him to win.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think
Because
I think Poole or somebody said this one day, and I had to think long and hard about that. They was like, man, they talking about Errol need to get tested. I think we need to be testing Bud because the way they talking, he can't take no loss in this fight, so he might be willing to do anything to win.
Over
you
there with
know how
Big T.
psychology goes. You know how
Mm-hmm.
psychology go. When you say somebody's doing something, that means you're trying to take
Right.
the attention off yourself.
The one
You know,
who
usually.
smelled it death.
Hmm.
He probably
So
over there
you.
drinking them Conte cocktails.
Mm-mm. Oh, where you taking that fertility, that female fertility shit that Conor Ben was taking?
Right.
You know, look like that's popular now because everybody getting busted with that shit. You know, that'd
And
be a
then you got
shame.
Victor Conte. You got Victor
Mhm.
Conte running his fat mouth.
That's
Like,
it.
bro, how is you even letting
All right,
this
bro.
man speak for you when he is the leader of the
He the
steroid era, bro?
steroid king. He the
Like, what
steroid
is y'all
king.
doing over there, bro? Where did they make niggas like y'all, dog?
It's like you kind of wonder what's going on in snack. What's going on in that snack camp?
Mm.
Sound like they trying to hide something.
Moses
Mm-mm.
was
Wait,
more
when
than a snack out here. I'll tell you that.
ain't nobody say nothing about no steroids but them.
That's what I'm saying. And then
But
I
I don't
seen it
feel
on
like there's
Bernie's
gonna be
show.
something we
The
gotta worry
man gonna
about
say,
with PBC. They too, they
oh,
too.
because ain't
They don't keep
nobody
them
breaking
coming.
nobody's bones like that. Like, bro, what are you talking about?
Well, I think Bud want to win in the public opinion. He care about what people think. He really knows he's the actual underdog because EJ got way more fans than he do. Way more people willing to pay per view. He knows he's looked at as the little guy and not the big guy, and I think that
Mhm.
really gets under his skin. You know, because he's been in the sport longer. You know what I'm saying? He's done more divisions, so in his mind, somebody mute yourself. You got a lot of background.
Oh, that's me, bro.
Um,
Go ahead.
you know, so he just feels like what I'm saying, he feels slighted by EJ because he blew up so fast, and he got the Dallas Cowboys behind him. Really pumping his name up, and I think Bud feels some kind of way about it. I think he feel like he should be where EJ is. You know what I'm saying? So if he can win this fight, it'll just validate him. Everything what I'm saying he's been saying. So what I'm saying he's got to put up that bold front. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and do his best on July 29th. You know what I'm saying?
So do you think he really wanted to possibly be in EJ's position by being with PBC and being able to get the fights and then him than the way he came with Top Rank?
No,
I think
I think he want that
go
note. I
ahead,
think he
bro.
wanted. I think he wanted the notoriety, not where EJ is. You know what I'm saying? I think he wish he could have did everything he did, but had more. More the same kind of
Right,
success. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Have more
No
name
commercial
notoriety.
success.
More commercial
Hmm.
success. I think that's
And
what it
that's the
is.
thing, and that's the
Mhm.
thing, bro. He has a complex problem about that because is so-called number one pound for pound. Name another pound for pound number one that wasn't the face of the sport when they were pound for pound number one. Name me one person. I don't remember
Say
none, bro.
pound for pound. What now? How
Name
you said?
another person that was number one pound for pound that wasn't the face of boxing. When
Right.
Canelo was number one, he was the face. When Andre Ward, he was the face. Roy Jones was the face. Floyd Mayweather was the face. Manny Pacquiao at the time was the face. Mike Tyson was the face. Muhammad Ali was the face. Sugar Ray Leonard was the. All these people was the face of boxing when they was number one pound for pound.
Hmm. And see, that's why they don't see. That's why a lot of boxing fans who support Bud don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Either they just fans of his, they don't understand the history of boxing, saying what we expect from somebody who calls themselves pound for pound number one. We talking about Sugar Ray Robinson,
who didn't duck no smoke. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the Pernell Whitakers and the Oscar De La Hoyas, people who took all the smoke, bro. You know what I'm saying? A Kodo, you know what I'm saying, ain't duck no smoke. These are champions, bro. When you not trying to fight the best in your division, bro, you ain't that dude. You know what I'm saying? You could people look at that like that's hate, but that's just what it is. People in
Oh,
this
that's
in this
facts.
generation, they try to fuck with reality. They try to change reality. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
Preach. Preach.
they'll
Preach.
lie. They'll come in here and lie, knowing you're telling the truth. They'll attack the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, no, this is traditional boxing. Like, if you're the best, you got to go for the best. That's why I can't stand Canelo. I can't even look at him, bro. You know what I'm saying? You trying to
Bro, you
fight? Go ahead.
you
Hmm.
just said some shit, bro. Man, you don't even know. You just spoke to my soul, bro. I have a 14-year-old son, and he is a product of, me and my household, but he's also a product of this new generation. And what you just said was so spot on. These niggas will attack the truth, boy.
Yeah.
They will attack the truth. Oh my God, I'm glad you said that. That was the perfect explanation to Bud Crawford in that situation. These people who think LeBron is better than Jordan, like all of this shit. Y'all will attack the facts and the truth, bro.
Hey, bro, we was talking about it about a week ago. Remember, Pool?
Hmm. My channel. That's our motto right there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, keep it 100. No, I don't care if you go for Bud or not, but long as you keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with you.
And then
You know what I'm saying?
adding on to that, Pool, what you was also touching on is level of competition. In
Hmm.
in sports today, they do not, level of competition is not a barometer for them. They don't, they do not, you see basketball, they don't,
Hmm.
you see football, they do not want it to be, they do not want to face the best. They always want some extra. They always
Hmm.
want a way to do a shortcut. And then, but they want the
Yep.
notoriety, and that's Bud.
Right.
They want the
Right.
notoriety. So it's like you gotta, adversity. That's the word. Adversity.
Hmm.
They do not want to face too much adversity. The thing that made the fighters great in boxing, to me, distinguished boxing from all other sports is the adversity that they were willing to go through. If you think
Hmm.
about
Right.
we as fans, we should have said something when they stopped fighting 15 rounds. We should have knew
Hmm.
the problem then. So,
Hmm.
so right now, when you hear, I read an article where Floyd Mayweather was upset because it's something they said the Sugar Ray Leonard was better. Well, the only question I would ask Floyd is, Floyd, you never went 15 rounds, so I can't tell you that I couldn't. I give you your respect, but I can't tell you could be Sugar Ray. I watched Sugar Ray go 15 rounds.
Hmm.
So you gotta understand that in these sports today, that as fans, we have less expectations for our greats athletes than they did in the past. And I think that is the difference. And that's what Bud is suffering from. Because right now, we going, we didn't see what greatness is. We didn't see people go through adversity. And I haven't seen Bud go through any adversity at all. So that's why I can't tell you what Bud is going to do. I give him respect, but I ain't never seen him fight a fighter that I thought could beat him.
And see, they don't expect that out of them. That's the problem. That's the problem. They don't hold them to no kind of standard like that. You know what I'm saying? They just all they care about is he can switch and he can move in the ring. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? And he got a
hey,
little power. That's
hey,
all they
Pooh,
care,
can I
bro.
touch
You
on
had to
that
have all.
switching? Pooh, can I touch on that switching? Sugar Ray could switch. We didn't make no
Mm-hmm.
big deal of that. Ali could switch. What are we talking about here? Man, come on, man.
We just talking about fans that didn't have they haven't been boxing fans that long. You know what I'm saying? They can go back and look at the fights, but they wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? When it was happening, they didn't see the build up. They didn't see how they had to get called out. You know what I'm saying? How they had to take the fight. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So It's just a new day. You know what I'm saying? Boxing. They just look at shit like business. You know, and they take the path of least resistance. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah,
what's killing the sport, taking the path of least resistance. You know what I'm saying?
because I don't have a problem if a fighter loses. That's not. I'm like, okay, well, we'll run it back. Let's see if you can beat him twice.
Yeah, Big Demon says he says, what about all the Hall of Famers that said that about Bud? See, and one thing we've noticed about the fighters themselves is they don't watch a lot of boxing, bro. Some of these coaches like Derek James, they don't watch boxing, bro. They don't watch it like, what I'm saying, boxing fans. I guess they're tired of it. They've been training since they were kids, and now the sport is behind them. They don't really like get into it like that. Roy Jones saying he picked Bud because, what I'm saying, Bud is this and Bud is that, but he never watched EJ. And then he must have went back and watched EJ fights. He started changing his tune. You know what I'm
What's going
saying?
on, Paul?
Todd, what's going on, bro? What's going on, Charles? What's happening, bro?
Oh,
Hey,
not
salute
much.
to you, bro. What you got on all this, bro?
Oh man, it was a good press conference. I don't think Bud and Bomac I don't think they understand the game. Basically, Derek James and Spence told them their game plan. It was like they like, look, we ain't trying to KO you. We just want to beat the wheel out of you. Derek James explained it in another way, and EJ said the same thing. That's scary, dog.
I was
And what's
scared too,
crazy
man. I ain't
is
gonna
what's
lie to
crazy
you,
is that
dog.
you know that they telling the truth.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie to none of y'all. If somebody was talking like that to me, look here, man, we had to get it on right then, because man, I'm not leaving until we figure this out.
They kept saying that, like, beat the wheel. I'm like, man, are they listening, man, to what they said? Like, we not going there trying to KO you. We just want to beat you up until you quit, or until somebody have to stop the fight. We just want to keep beating on you. We don't care what we break. We just gonna beat on you until that wheel is gone. And then Spence threw it this in. He called Bud a horse. He said he's stubborn and he gonna get broken like a horse. Dog, they about to destroy him.
That's the consensus, son. That's the consensus you get.
Bud, hey, fool, I'm getting shook up now.
Hey, Bud about to report a damn pulled muscle or something. Pedro Torres says because they didn't feel like waiting 1 year and a half for Bud to pick who he wants to fight.
Oh man, oh.
Man, look at them in that
Yeah,
picture.
man,
Look,
that's
look at the
scary.
screen, bro. Look at the screen, bro, right now, bro. Look at the screen. Look at how much. Look at the size differential. Now think about this, and this is something that I know all the y'all is going to agree with. Cause we all look at the Errol is the better fighter. It don't matter if I go beat up 39 sixth graders right now, bro. That don't mean I can come beat you up, Bull. That do not mean that,
Right,
bro.
right.
That do not mean it don't matter if I get belts for it. It don't matter if they make me pound for pound for it. That do not mean that I get to come beat you up. And what Bud is used to is people breaking by his presence. And this is one thing that I'm gonna love about when Errol beat this man up. It's a narrative, and I'm from the hood myself, but it's a false narrative out there that you got to be from the hood to have this will and fortitude to outlast everybody in the world. I had the privilege of going to some schools in the suburbs and high school and stuff where I met some dudes that was from there that have beat the snot out of the dudes that I grew up with in the projects, bro. So when Errol beat this man up, I hope it showed all of these little boys that they could stop perpetrating
Hey, man,
That's a
because
he
fact,
that
bro.
hood shit don't get you nowhere.
hey, he looked
That's a
like
fact.
Earl's little step brother. That's what.
Yep, he
That's
do.
because you look at somebody like a Muhammad Ali, bro. Muhammad Ali is not known for being like in the streets and no gang stuff. He came from a
Right,
two-parent household. Nobody in the sport of boxing got a stronger will than Muhammad Ali in the history of the sport. So that
right,
that
And
that
that
debunks that you have to be the streets, be from the streets to have an iron will and never quit. Because no,
right.
to me, nobody was more mentally tough than Muhammad Ali. Even if you look at basketball, look at Michael Jordan, bro. He come from a two-parent household. He wasn't in those streets.
Hmm.
More competitive than Michael Jordan.
Right. Talk that shit, boy. Talk your shit.
Shit, no doubt, man. I mean, but people, say, but he got a fan base that love him. A lot of them are EJ haters. Say a lot of his fan base just hate EJ. I don't know what it is about EJ that and probably the PBC. Saying maybe they just hate the PBC. I don't know, but it makes the fight bigger. Saying, for him to have his fans. Saying, I'm glad he got his fans because that's what makes it so sweet. Saying, you got two opposing sides. That's how um, Ali and Frazier. Saying, when they were going at it, and that would make that fight so exciting and so spectacular that you got two different fan bases. I can only imagine what it was like. Saying, on that night, the Thrill in Manila, stuff like that. So this is our Thrill in Manila right here. This is
Let
our
me
this
ask
is
y'all
our
a question.
hmm
Let me ask y'all a question. Let's say, let's say hypothetically speaking, EJ go out here and watch this dude and knock him out and everything, stop him. Where does that leave EJ far as his ranking all time?
you talking about like all time, or you just mean
Yeah, I'm
today
talking
all
about
time?
all time. I'm talking about all time.
Uh,
All, and there's
that's
no
that's
wrong
too
answer.
long.
It's too
You might
early.
say he
That,
cracked the
that's too
top
that's
50. I don't
that's
care.
nah, yeah, that's too long, bro. It's so many. Woo, man, you
It's too
couldn't
many
even.
fighters with
You have to do
excellent
some
resumes,
research.
man.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
would
saying,
have to do some.
what about at welterweight though? What if we just narrow it down just to welterweight? Where
Right.
would that put Spence
Yeah.
all time just at welterweight?
Still, man, it's some dudes, man. I would have to call up scrapbook on that shit, bro.
I know the
I would have
number
to call.
one
I would
welterweight,
have to call up
hands down, is
scrapbook.
Sugar.
Only scrapbook and people like that can answer that shit. I could tell you the recent shit, but scrapbook, oh my god,
I think the
it's a
one
it's
thing that he's lacking on his resume is the multi division championship. So
Right.
when he
Right.
moves up and he accomplishes that, then we can start talking about his whole legacy and
I'm
placement.
gonna I'm
But
I'm gonna tell you though. But when it comes to just the ones that most people know in their lifetime, like in the last 60 years, last 50 years, what I'm saying? EJ ranks up there. What I'm saying, with those guys. So I'm not talking about them guys that went 22 and 30 rounds and shit like back in the day. So
right,
you got motherfuckers that went shit 20, 25 rounds and shit like that. So
Right.
but EJ definitely ranks up there. You know why? Because he didn't just win one belt. He went to three different champions.
Yeah,
Say this is a full belt era. This what makes him
Right.
special.
yeah,
Right,
he
that.
never dodged no smoke.
right.
Yeah,
Then he
And
going
I
to
need
fight.
somebody to fact check this. How many of the undisputed champions in the four belt era took one belt at a time?
Right.
I
yes.
don't-
I,
I can't well except for Jamil. Jamil got a unification from one
yeah,
of
Uh-huh. He
that,
got
from
two of them
Banana.
from Rosario.
Yeah, he got him from Banana. Yeah, yeah. So EJ is the one to do it from to
yeah.
grab one from each champion.
Yeah,
And you know
Pooh. I
what? You
think
made a good point. You made a good point, Paul, the other day, bro. I don't know where he ranked, but I do. Like I said, I think he high, bro. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I put EJ
I do
high
too, bro.
all time welterweights if he beat Bud, bro. But listen, you said it the other day, Paul. EJ is gonna have one hell of a movie made about him one day. One day, bro.
Hmm
That's gonna be when
I was just thinking about that too.
they make that movie, that's gonna be a hell of a. And the crazy thing about it, you know how some movies they got exaggerated to make it entertaining. They can tell
hmm
everything that happened to EJ in detail, all facts, and that shit will still be the best movie. Oh, the best movie on in theaters.
hmm
You don't have to add nothing
Yeah,
to it.
yeah,
That's
but
true.
but
yeah.
but somebody said though, I do agree that I think if he can go to 154 and win a championship, and fight some competitive fights, I think that would improve his legacy.
Well, what if he
Yeah,
go up there and
definitely.
beat Jamil? What if he go up there and beat
Man,
Jamil and become
bruh,
two-time undisputed?
if he does that, if he can win this, go to Jamel, fight for undisputed, win that. Come on, man, you know what that mean, bro.
Bro,
Man, boy,
I think his legacy will live and die with what he do at 160. Because I think whatever he gonna do at 154 just gonna happen. That's not enough of a difference of somebody of his size. But if he go up to 160 and watch them fools, bro, yeah, bro, I'm not trying to hear nothing.
Okay,
mm-mm.
talking about it like that. So let's for a moment, let's just say, Crawford is out of the way. It's out the way. What are we calling for EJ? What's next that we want to see?
You already know, and you don't want to say it, but it is what it
You know what I'm
is.
saying? You know what I'm
He
saying?
not
Like, you
gonna
know what I
fight
mean?
him.
Like,
He's not gonna fight him, bro. He already done made it clear
Hey,
without going out like a female.
I'm just telling you, EJ want them belts, bro. I mean, I know
Man, he
Jamel
coming
don't
up
want it.
off them. Pull. They
He,
said the man was wearing rib pads to spar him.
mm-hmm.
He's
Yep.
not
but
fit to fight him, bro.
you see them Charlo boys is coming up off that though. Like they'll fight each other. They'll fight EJ for the right bag.
Right.
You know,
That's gonna sound
Them
good.
Arabs spending that money, man.
And
And
that
if you think
sound good,
about it,
bro.
because one thing about Jamel, he got his coach down there in Houston. He already know that
Right.
Derek, he gonna lose Derek. He already know that. You know what I'm saying? So, he got a coach down there in Houston. So they might be preparing for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause they, if you're a real friend, if you a real friend, just like Mike McCallum was saying to Marvin Hagler, he said, "What man? What?" He said, "You always said you my friend, but why you never fought me, bro, and put money in my pocket to feed my family?" You know what I'm saying? And that's how these fighters look at it. You know what I'm saying? Just like he's stalling, like he's keeping the money away from Keith Thurman. He don't like Keith Thurman. But see, if he rock with you, he'll make money with you. And I think Jamel Charlo and EJ are gonna look at, because that's gonna be a big bag, bro. That's gonna be a humongous bag. You
Do
know what I'm
you think
saying? If
him
them
and Canelo is a good fight?
not now. I don't. I think Canelo is on his way down, bro. I think he's lost interest. You know how you could get what Hagler say. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to run 10 miles. You know what I'm saying? When you're sleeping under silk sheets.
You
You know
don't
what I'm
think he
saying?
look at EJ as a smaller guy?
I don't think he got the skills EJ got. He don't have the
Oh, not what we
reflexes
think.
here.
Yeah.
He don't have the reflexes he used to have. He don't have the foot movement. He don't have the explosiveness that he used to have. He don't want to fight Bivol, bro. He don't even want
I
to
Yeah, I
can't
fight
was
believe he
gonna
Bivol.
say
turned down 50 million, man.
Bivol exposed him. You could go right at him and get him if you got the right footwork.
Mm, mm. Think about this. Canelo don't have no work rate. He don't have no work rate. So if he fight EJ, he gonna lose right out the gate because EJ gonna be punching the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? He can't keep up with that. Canelo can't keep up with EJ. He can't fight no athletic fighter. Why you think the only
Right.
reason he's talking about fighting Jamel right now is because he had a 2 year layoff and he think he gonna be fucked up in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't
Jamel been
shocked his
working too.
body, hasn't shocked his body back into active mode. You know, on the world, he probably could still fight on a world class level, but you still need a few fights to get back,
Who
get
that
your
ball?
timing back. hmm So
Uh,
yeah, Maul. Yeah, he's talking about fighting Maul. He's in the see Canelo always looking for an inopportune time. You know what I'm saying? When you done took a break, you know what I'm saying, you're not quite 100%, but he ain't gonna
Hmm.
fuck with you when you active. You know what I'm saying? He always looking for an advantage. You see what I'm saying? So if he take Maul and you know what I'm saying, he's not in shape and stuff like that, and he go out there and put on a good performance. He needs somebody who can't really move like that. Somebody who's gonna gas out right along with him, and that ain't EJ. EJ ain't gonna gas out, bro. He gonna punch you to to the he gonna bust your head to the white meat, and he know that. So you know what I'm saying. That's too. He's too
Man,
young.
how hard of a time he had with that last dude, man. I think
Yeah,
he on the
John
way
Ryder.
out, bro.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
think he on the
That,
way out because if that
why
was
you?
anybody but John Ryder, he's not even throwing combinations no more, bro. And that ain't even like him. You know, he
Yeah.
usually throwing at least three pieces, bro. He throwing single shots, two shots to the point where you know what I'm saying. You could see that he on a decline. He didn't had too many fights, bro. That's
Yeah.
63 fights, 63 trading camps. Lord knows how many rounds of sparring and a fight.
hmm And
The
and he too
body was
little.
not
And he
made to
too
take
little.
all of that.
And he too little to be fighting at that weight class. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, little
Right.
dude. He got been packed on all that damn muscle using Cabliterol and all that shit.
Computer on.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he done things to his body, lifting all them heavy ass weights, crushing his knees. Have you ever seen Canelo do road work? Anybody?
Nope.
Right.
Anybody? You ever see
That's
him
why
do
he be
road work?
gassing up.
hmm
This,
You
this
know,
my
you
thing
think
about Canelo, man. If he's gonna like fight Bundu Jack or fight another person, man, let go of the belt.
Man, Badu, he better think twice about Badu Jack.
Yeah, about
Badu
Bottle
Jack ain't
Jack, I agree.
Badu Badu Jack, man. He ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He ain't
Yeah,
gonna
he
go
laid
in
it
there.
down there.
Badu Jack
Hmm.
got so much experience. He ain't give a damn about. That's another bad pick for him. You know what I'm saying? You know, Badu Jack real with it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he gonna get another air whipping up that cruiserweight. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? I know they saying his name, but you best believe he put Pac on all that weight. He really gonna gas out up that cruiserweight. He gonna throw two punches and it's gonna be over for his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
With
well,
all that.
I
Mhm.
look at Canelo with those belts, 168. He don't want to let those go because that's his last limelight. If they take away those belts, he's gonna start becoming irrelevant.
That's right. That's what. But the
That's true.
WBC,
That's
but
true.
the WBC is protecting him. They said they would never sanction that fight at 168. You know what I'm saying? So he got the political clout. You know what I'm saying, to help him stay in power. You know what I'm
Hell,
saying?
who's
So
the
he
opportunity at 68?
well that's what Bivol said he want to fight him. He keep trying to get Bivol to sign for at 175 so he can have a built-in excuse again. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to see that. Bivol know what time it is. So Bivol, this tell you he's a real one because he's going straight at Arthur Beterbiev, who is a monster up there. So he's not trying to look for some little dude, you know what I'm saying, at some easy, you know what I'm saying, that's under the belt, some regular champion or some shit. He going for Arthur Beterbiev. So I really like Bivol for that, man. I really respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? He's going for the top dude, the dangerous dude, the monster. You know what I'm saying? That's how you act as a champion. That's how a champion act. You want to see how good you can be. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to fight nobody you know you could beat. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't wait for Canelo to retire. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And get out of everybody's way because you got David Morrell Jr. who's trying to get in. You know what I'm saying? So them guys need to get out of the way, man. He's a dinosaur. Stop soaking up all the damn money, wasting the damn zone money over there. You know what I'm saying? Let some of these guys who really want to fight and really get some accolades, you know what I'm saying, that they've earned. How many title eliminators have David collected? You know what I'm saying, since being at 168. You know what I'm saying? What he fought like 3 title eliminators? You know what I'm saying, for the WBC? You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. He's starting to look like Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? With so many damn title eliminators and shit.
Yeah, thinking about it like that, how many weight divisions has Canelo held up, not wanting to fight people and holding on to belts?
Blue roll. But you know what I'm saying? So shit, we done been on about 3 hours. So, we're gonna come back tomorrow though, man. Probably come back early. Tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to thank my boys for coming up and helping me through. You know what I'm saying? Floyd, man, you got to come through more often, bro. You know what I'm saying? We be chopping it up all the time. You know what I'm saying? Floyd, get on up in here sometimes. And of course, King Judah, Tremaine Smith, Naughty Cash, for long time no see. Let's see, and what's my man down here? Let me see. I can't.
Oh, I'll be right there with you, bro. I just don't be commenting and stuff, but
Sweet science.
I'll be on every time.
Yes, sir. So we'll be back tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? With a kick it,
Definitely.
something to eat.
All right,
You know what
fellas.
I'm saying?
Y'all
Y'all
take
take
it
it
easy.
All
easy,
right,
bro.
All
fellas.
right,
All right.
fellas.
Appreciate
Yes,
you
sir.
guys, man.
All
Good
right,
cook.
y'all.
Good cook, y'all. Good cook.
Yes, sir.
Peace.